that sugar sweet. You got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat. Tested by the potion, loving this devotion. Live it up, live it up, live it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up, switch it up, switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly, just in time, know the right way to go. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me so high, you always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe, you're like a centerfold. Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat, tested by the potion, loving this devotion. Ooh, that sugar. All I want is satisfaction. Make a move, baby, you got nothing to lose. Give me that, give me that, give me that good reaction. Gonna make it right, little like an offer I can't refuse. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me so high, you always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe, you're like a centerfold. Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat, tested by the potion, loving this devotion. Ooh, that sugar Ooh, that sugar Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat, tested by the potion, loving this devotion. Ooh, that sugar, just my kind of heat. Ooh, that sugar. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Ooh, that sugar.
Yeah, you're talking out. Got a whole lot of words falling out. Yeah, run your mouth. Take your hold, deep you go, baby, go and show yourself. Play your game, I'll be patiently wait until time runs out. Getting close now. All the stories that you tell with a beautiful imagination. And you should have tell them about where you've been, who you're with, yeah, okay then. You go ahead and yeah, go ahead. It's
my feelings. Here I go again. We just keep on repeating. Here we go again. I'm so tired, so fed up of you messing with my buzz. You shut down, had enough. I'm just looking for that rush. I'm so tired, so fed up of you messing with my buzz. Locking eyes, we just touch. Feel our bodies drifting up. I don't know how to be around you. I'm just trying to lose myself. I know that I just can't trust you, but you know me like no one else. Stuck up in the middle, in between you and I. Maybe just a little bit to get me by. I'm so tired, so fed up of you messing with my buzz. You shut down, had enough. I'm just looking for that rush. I'm so tired, so fed up of you messing with my buzz.
What is up, guys? Look at this epic case. I mean, we're just going to start with this. I don't even care about Knight right now. We'll get to he's actually buried behind this case, but he is very excited about this case. I mean, just check this out. This was done by CLX. Look at that, right? Like, everybody is really, really excited, and I think you are excited about how good this looks, right?
100%.
100%. Even the front. I mean, check it. I mean, like, there's just so many cool, small details that they've added here. So, huge shout out to CLX, who is the partner for today's build. And we are here going to be building this epic PC, and then you're going to be laying down some smack in Fortnite.
Warzone.
It's just like, hey, we're going to build this Call of Duty, and then we're going to play... No, I'm just kidding. No, we're going to be playing some Warzone, of course, today. For those people who don't know who you are, because, I mean, I have my audience in here and your audience in here, who are you? What do you do?
Well, to start things off, I play Call of Duty.
Okay.
That's why this case is perfect for me. I play Warzone every day. It's my life. I don't go outside. I don't touch grass. I only hold the controller. That's my life. But I'm a Twitch creator, and you know, video games is my life, so I'm super excited for this thing.
Okay, and so have you always been a Twitch creator? Like, have you ever touched grass before? Have you ever been outside?
Like, once or twice when I was younger, but like, I don't know, somewhere between like 12 and 13, I devoted my life to the desk.
So that was like last year?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you, so for those people who don't know and want to know a little bit about Knight's journey, so you came out of the womb, I'm assuming, right? Unless you were like genetically bred to just be epic at video games, and we could go with that too, right? Like that could have been a thing. And then you went through, you know, your kindergarten, and then it sounds like 13, 14, which is like just getting into junior high. What was that like? Did you decide like, screw you, mom and dad, today it's all about video games? Like, what was that like in your head?
That was actually pretty spot on. That
nice.
last part, 100%. At one point, I was like, man, I want to make video games part of my future. I used to play. I was really competitive even at a young age with my older siblings. I always had to show them up. And at one point in time, someone told me about certain websites where I could play competitively, and then I found myself playing professional COD one day, dropping out of college, and then pursuing full-time content.
So you did go to university for a brief time, like a long time, like how much time?
I lasted my first class, and then I actually walked out.
Wow. Okay. So what was going to be your degree in? Like, was it like underwater basket weaving, communications? Like what was that?
So I was going for business.
Okay.
And it wasn't what I originally wanted, but I wanted to get my feet wet with something. So I was like, if I want to change it up later, you know, I can. But in the meantime, I got to try something. Business 101, about an hour in, they were like, all right, we're going to take a break. I was like, yeah, same. And I'm never coming back.
Oh, there we go. Well, so welcome. And then here you are with me. We're going to build a PC together. It's going to be epic. Okay, so for folks who want to know, you're probably looking at this, and some people are already asking, they're like, Robey, I want to build, I want a PC like this. Well, the best thing about it is you can actually win a PC like this. Head on over to intel.gg/gamerdays, and we're giving away a system from CLX with also a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 bundle, and it looks very similar to this in terms of how it is, and you can win this PC too. Now, on today's show, we are actually having giveaways, and we're going to be dropping those via our Nightbot. That's going to be over at Intel's, basically over on Intel's Twitch channel, so twitch.tv/Intel. We're going to be giving away CPUs. We're going to be giving away Artist Series mouse mats. So some really, really cool giveaways are going to happen during the stream today. And also, we wanted to take an opportunity. Obviously, yesterday was some big news from AMD, so we wanted to congratulate AMD on the announce and drop of the Ryzen 7000 series. So congratulations to AMD from Intel. I mean, all competition makes us better, so huge shout out to them and congratulations, and we're excited about their journey as well. So that is the show as it's going to happen today. Now, if you've never done this show before, this is the way that it's going to work. The way that it's going to work is we are going to build part of the PC together, and then what we have is we have a really epic PC for Robey to build. So then from there we're going to scoot him along. He's going to go over, he's going to play some Call of Duty, and then from there we're going to go and we're going to go over there and he's going to play and I'm going to build, and then by the time it's all done we'll have one epic show all together. How does that sound?
Awesome.
So yeah, it's going to be a good time. Okay, so you ready to get started?
I'm ready.
You ready? Okay,
Yeah.
so you've had one experience building a PC before though.
Trying to build a PC.
So tell me about that. Like, you were like, one day you were like, look, I got to build my own rig. Like, how did that kind of happen?
Well, I got a list of parts, reference from friends, and they were like, just go on YouTube, man. It's so easy. I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. Sat there for like 10 hours staring at it, just in shock. I was like, yeah, I need to go somewhere and get this built. I couldn't do it. I tried.
Well, you know what? I will tell you, after today's show, for the most part, you will be able to get done and be like, oh, if I wanted to do this again, you should be able to do it. No issue. We're going to teach you YouTube University, but in person. You're just one of those in-person people who needs to basically get taught.
Exactly.
It should still be good. And then this is still an upgrade for your system. And I know a lot of people know that you have a pretty rocking, you have a big AMD system plus a 3080. This is going to go to a 12900K, so you are going to see a pretty significant boost in overall game potential. We were seeing, like, if you do low visual settings, I'm assuming you do for competitive gameplay, we've seen 260, 270 frames per second with this particular build. And this is with a 12900K and a Aorus 3080 Ti. And this, by the way, guys, if you've never seen the Aorus Master GPUs, these things are thick. I mean, thick. And so you're gonna love when we put that thing in, because you're gonna be like, the GPU takes up the whole case, which is pretty cool. Now, to get started, let's go and talk about what we are putting inside of this PC real quick. So let's bring up the specs for this so we can give you some insight into what we're actually putting inside of this. We're putting an Intel Core i9 12900K. We've got the Gigabyte Z690 Aorus Pro DDR5, which we're going to be pairing with actual Aorus DDR5 RAM. We've got the Gigabyte Aorus RTX Master 3080 Ti. We've got a 1TB Intel SSD, 660p NVMe SSD, just big enough for Modern Warfare. Man, that's big. That game is so big. You've got a 8TB Seagate Iron Wolf Pro. You've got that Gigabyte Aorus DDR5. You've got the Lee & o11 Dynamic XL that's been completely customized by the team at CLX with the Modern Warfare 2 logos and touches and all that sort of stuff. We've got the Corsair iQ H150 Elite Capellix to cool that that 12900K. And then finally, we've got a Supernova 1000 G6, fantastic PSU to make sure that you've got plenty of power. And the last thing is we're going to be using Lee Streamer RGB cables. So in other words, so that'll be all green, and when the sign, now when we turn it on, it'll of course be rainbow puke, but by the time we get to the photos and stuff like that later tonight, when you're off in bed and whatever you're doing dreaming, Robey's still here slaving away, making sure this thing looks absolutely epic.
Awesome.
By the time that you get it, right? So pretty awesome PC, and it should be absolutely fantastic. So pretty excited about that too. It is. People are saying, yes, geez, this is a PC beast. It is absolutely a PC beast, and it's hard to build much better than this. So for now, what I'm going to have you do is let's go ahead and have you grab the case and take it off and put it off to the side there, and we're going to start putting this PC together.
Okay.
Now, it's kind of hard to just grab from the bottom, set it down. Don't lift with your back, you know, that usual stuff.
100%. Right over here, good?
Yeah, just right there.
Okay.
Just don't drop it.
Awesome.
Okay, so let's grab all the stuff we need for you to build with. So you got your motherboard. and we're going to grab your PC, all your other stuff here. We got your CPU, your storage, and your RAM. So what I'm going to have you do is go ahead and open that all the way up. And I'm going to grab your case here. Yeah, go ahead and take that all the way out. Perfect. And if you want to hand me the bottom part of the box. Oh, you can leave that. Yeah. Actually, yeah, go ahead and dump that out. Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. Just like that. Perfect.
Okay.
There we go. This is going to be all your spare parts when you do all your upgrades later.
All right.
And then you want to hand me that too. Perfect. And then what you're going to do is go ahead and take the motherboard out of the box and remove it from the static bag.
Okay.
Perfect. There we go. And then we'll have you take that out. Good. Awesome. And then you're just going to kind of set it in front of you, like kind of long way. So go ahead and rotate it the other way. Flip it all the way around. There you go. Just like that.
Okay.
Perfect. Now, you see on here, and this is always a fun part, you see all these little blue tabs? These little blue tabs everywhere?
Yeah.
So we're going to go and take those. Those are all peels. So you're going to peel off all like the little plastic bits from this thing, and then you just hand them to me. I'm your garbage guy.
Okay.
Yep, they pay me the big bucks to hold all of it. This makes it a little bit easier. There should be one up there. They kind of stick them in weird places sometimes. You're like, oh, this is fun. And then there could be potentially one on the I/O, which is on the back side. Do they happen to put one on here? Nope, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, not so bad on the peels. But
Am I
still
done?
fun. Did you guys find that satisfying, everybody? One guy says, peel me, daddy. I think you should ban him. That's weird. You should not. I don't think anyone wants to peel any human. If you've got like skin burn, sunburn type stuff, you go talk to your parents about that, right? Okay. Okay. Next up, we're going to have you go ahead and open up your CPU. So, looks like we're already open, so you can just lift that up.
Okay.
And then you're going to take it all the way up. There you go, perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, isn't that pretty cool?
Wow.
So that is the wafer. Oh, we might want to see if this is actually in. Oh, never mind. This one's empty.
Oh.
Surprise! This isn't going to do you any good. I just want to, the funny thing is like I immediately get a thing in my ear going, hey, wow, you threw that.
That's right, I got hands.
That's brave. That's brave right there. We just wanted to play a joke on you. I'm just kidding, you're not getting a PC. Okay, here, look good in here. You just can cut it open.
Okay.
We're all about knives here. Okay, there it is. So anyway, still the same experience. You just get to see it the empty wafer versus the full wafer. There we go. Perfect.
Nice.
Okay, and we'll save the little sticker for
Is
at
this
the end.
edible?
Is it edible?
Yeah, it looks like one of those chocolates that you
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
so you can like
unwrap.
peel it up. So actually, it's funny. No.
Oh.
It's not funny. It's actually not edible. It would be pretty crazy if it was edible, but it is not.
Okay.
So that is a wafer. That's what a CPU when they print them, they print a bunch of them, and that's what it actually looks like.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and twist that open, and now there really is a CPU in there.
Wow.
Yeah, there it is. That's actually a real 12900K versus the Air one that we were apparently going to put in here until somebody's just like throwing CPUs around like a crazy person. Okay, so let's go ahead and take that out, and then what I'm going to have you do. This is always like a little bit of a. This is like the first time when people start to get a little nervous. So we'll see how you do because you're like, oh yeah, this is still not cheap. Mm-hmm. Yep, I think I put it in upside down, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna stick this off to the side. Am I smarter than the packaging? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, cool. Oh, this is like, oh, there you go. Okay,
awesome.
Cool. Let's stick this off to the side since we now know it's all an Intel build. Okay, so what I'm gonna have you do is go and let's bring the motherboard just a little bit more in front of you. There you go.
Okay.
So you're gonna push out and like under, just like that, and then lift it all the way up. Perfect. And then you should be able to open that. Great. There you go. Now what you're gonna do is open this and then just set it right inside. And it'll actually opens on the other side.
Oh.
There you go.
Right here? Oh, okay.
There you go. Yeah. You've never done this before, so it's totally okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you want to set it in just in that orientation inside of that slot.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
I know, it's a little, when you first do it, you're like, this is not, just lift it up to okay, let me do this. Oh, there you go.
Wait.
There you go. Okay, perfect. Okay. Whew, that was a little nerve-wracking. I'm just going to check, just to make sure.
Okay.
Okay, we didn't bend any pens. Okay, we're good. Okay, so that is good. Now, what I'm going to show you is you're going to take this one finger, keep it off to the side, and push. Just keep pushing down while repeating what you did, but putting it back underneath. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So just push, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Oh, Cool. That was a good clear.
Was that supposed to happen?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, man, it's over.
And then now pushing, and then yeah, there you go. Full tension. That was actually a good jump, by the way. There it was right there. Did you see how high that jumped? That was actually a pretty good one.
Man.
Sometimes we actually get them to clear the whole VRM. And so it's like, you know, then we do goal. But that was actually a good pop. So good job, Gigabyte, on that one. Okay, you ready for painting?
Yeah, let's do some painting.
Let's do some painting. Okay, so it's called thermal paste painting. It's a big moment here. I think we should get like, I think for the next episode, we should get like some Bach or some like, you know, some Beethoven, because this is like a super chill moment in the stream. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of a technique, and then I'll have you finish it out, okay? So this is what this does is, so this is the top of the CPU, even though it looks like it's absolutely flat, there's obviously imperfections. What this does is this allows the heat to transfer from what's called the IHS, which is called this is the integrated heat spreader, to the cold plate on your cooler. So this is the whole thing that basically makes sure it transfers heat so that way your CPU stays cool.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to paint this onto the top of the CPU.
Okay.
Okay? It's arts and crafts time.
Nice.
Since you dropped out after kindergarten, I think you could probably handle this, right?
Okay. Yeah, no, I should be good.
He's like, I went to college. No. So we're going to put a little bit on here. Just about that much. Okay, cool.
Okay.
That should be enough to cover the whole thing. And then the technique I like is just put your finger like this, and then you just kind of spread it over like that, okay? But you want to cover the entire IHS with the thing. I'll let you take over. Painting time, guys.
I'm a lefty.
Oh, if you want to, yeah, if it's easier to do with your left, you can just pick it up and then do it with your left hand.
I think I'll be okay.
You know, my son is also a lefty. And if you need to move it, you can. You just want to cover a very nice, even spread across the whole top. And take your time. This is, we're in no rush. This is your Zen moment. We got some good music for you. You probably can't hear it because it doesn't exist, but I was trying to give the production team a chance. And they failed. There you go. See, now he went to left hand.
Yeah.
It's funny because we even have a classical cellist who's over there on audio. Fail on his part, too. I mean, he's on video. I mean, this guy went to Juilliard, right? He's a Juilliard, right? Yeah. See? Are we hearing any classical music right now? Nope. Nope. What we're hearing is him laughing. So, yeah, it's kind of common, right? He's so quiet. He's into it right now.
It is very soothing.
It is soothing, right? Like, I actually really enjoy this. It kind of bums me out when you're done. You're like, okay, well, now I'm done, and it's all painted. Look at him. He's focused. I like it. Yeah, just a nice, even spread. The rest of it will kind of go as you go. But, yeah, just a nice kind of even coverage. Good job, man.
Thank you.
And it's funny because there was a little bit of like a darker paste because it had aged and oxidized a little bit. You've actually almost got like a Snow White in the snow kind of look at it to it right now. You like see some patterns in it. There we go. Okay, cool.
How's that? Good?
That's good, dude.
Nice.
I like it. I actually like how much you embraced that moment. You did. You really did. And we used our beautiful Thermal Grizzly thermal paste applicator as well. Okay, so we got that in. And, oh yeah, that looks really good. Good job. That's a nice, very even spread. And the rest of it will spread as we put pressure on it from the... Okay, so next up, this is about clicks. And so there is, like, this is a visceral moment. Some people collapse because they're just so happy.
The RAM?
Oh yeah, no, because it's like such a unique feeling when you get a solid click that you have a moment, and some people just faint.
Oh, okay.
It's happened a couple times. We've never aired those episodes because people were hurt, but we think it's going to be fine. We think we've gotten through it here. I'll show you the technique for putting it in, and I'll kind of let you hear it, and then from there you'll do the second one if that makes sense. Okay. How's building so far? Pretty straightforward now?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could just sit here and
do that the whole
put
time.
paste on all day.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Knight is now going to be strictly going to painting.
Yes.
He's like the future Bob Ross right here.
Arts and crafts guy
Arts
now.
and crafts guy. You're like, okay, today we're going to paint happy little trees. Oh, man. One of my favorite YouTube videos, PBS did a Bob Ross... they did like a Bob Ross remix, and it's 25 million views, so obviously it's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to unclick both of these. You're going to put it in this one. So what you do is you take the RAM, you're going to set it in just like this, so the label is facing towards the CPU.
Right, so it clicks in on both sides?
Yeah, so it clicks in on both sides. You just kind of set it in there.
Okay.
And with both thumbs, solid push.
Oh,
did you hear that?
Wow.
Just need a moment.
ASMR.
Almost, yeah. Then you just want to, if there's any like leftover, click.
Uh-huh.
But then you just take back, just kind of stretch a little bit.
Okay.
And then you feel pretty good about yourself. Okay, so your turn.
All right. Let's
You
do
ready?
it. I'm ready.
You make sure you don't lock your knees. I don't want another fainting incident on Mod Workshop there. Okay. Set it in, and then both thumbs, or yeah, you push it down just like that too. Solid push. Oh,
Wow.
that was good.
Wow.
And you look at that. You even did better than me because you got like the full click on both sides. How's that feel?
I mean,
You feel like relieved a little bit
yeah.
almost?
Wow.
It's almost like it's stretching. It's almost like the same feeling you get after a good solid workout, right? It like releases endorphins and things like that.
Yeah, that was nice.
I don't know about you guys. If you were watching on the stream, how would you like it if like maybe there was a motherboard manufacturer who just put like 10,000 slots and you could just sit there and push them in? I'm just telling you, that would be awesome. Okay, next up we're going to install your hard drive.
Okay.
So we're going to be putting that right here. So this is the first use of tools for today's stream.
Wow.
I know, now it's getting serious.
Yeah, wow.
Now we're getting into it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is hand you that. You're going to remove that screw and that screw. Now they could be what's called captive, which means they may not come all the way out. So just screw it until you can take it off.
Okay.
And then while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and take out your hard drive. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's a great one. Like bubble wrap. Like it's like the same thing with bubble wrapping, but this would basically be RAM clicks. Oh, there we go. Okay, see, like some of them come out, some of them don't. You never know. It's 50-50 on what's actually going to happen. Cool, just go ahead and take it off. Okay, now you see there's this little blue things. So you're going to peel this, just the blue part, and then the same thing with this one. It doesn't, there's a pad underneath. Don't take the pad off, just the blue.
Okay.
Perfect. You hand me that. And the same one on this side too. Okay, perfect, sir. And then there is your hard drive right there. You want to pick that up. Okay, so now, see how there's a little slot in the PCB right here?
Yeah.
There's a little slot right here.
Uh-huh.
So you're going to flip it back over.
Okay.
Just like that, and then you're just going to push it in there, and you're going to give it a pretty solid push. It should just, you'll hear a click, and it'll act like a diving board. Have you ever been on a diving board?
Yes.
Okay, so you know how it's like it'll act like that when it's fully in.
Okay.
And give it a good push. There you go. Now they go. See? Now it's like a diving board.
Nice.
See? Okay, it looks like we're going to need a screw for that, so let me find the screw.
Okay.
There it is right there. Perfect. Okay, so we have our screw, and I'm going to take the world's smallest screw. Sometimes you get these little, okay, so that world's smallest screw, you're going to use that screwdriver, hold it down, and screw it into that little hole right there.
Okay.
Perfect. And sometimes it might be easier to put it on the tip of the screwdriver.
Yeah, you know what? You're probably right.
Hey, you know, honestly, I've done this 1,000, not everybody knows all the techniques, so please don't think that I'm like trying to over-explain it, just trying to make your build experience just that much easier.
You know, I tried to mount my TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
Dude, is that not the
you know
worst
what I
experience?
did? I used 100 command strips and just put it on the back of the TV. I'm just kidding.
Did it stay on?
Yeah, it stayed on for like 5 seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, but then it fell?
Yeah.
Or you were just like, were you like this, like waiting for it to
I
fall?
was like, come on, just stay up there.
And
Just
then
hang on for dear life.
Did you start seeing it move and you're like, okay, this
I'm
is
like,
gonna work?
yeah, I should probably just hire someone again.
I will say, like, I have seen, like, I remember the first time I mounted a TV, like, I was like, oh, I got done. I was like super proud of myself. Backed up, it was like completely crooked. I'm like, this is like the worst.
Yeah.
So like, I ended up calling like Best Buy, but now it's like I have a bunch of like those Home Depot friends who make the rest of us look like idiots. Who are just like, oh yeah, it's easy. And you're like, wow, that was man, I hate you. You know what I mean? Because you just make us look way worse than we actually are. I mean, here we are, like. I could build PCs, like you can play, like, and you know, setting up and playing COD is no easy feat, right? But then like these other guys were like, man, this, you know, I feel like I'm pretty accomplished, but yet you make me feel like I'm a complete moron.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Everything for me outside of COD, I'm like, oh, you just made me look like a moron.
Yeah. Well, today you don't. I mean, all in all, like your painting was spot on. You did a really good job with getting the RAM in, putting the CPU in.
Nice.
You've actually been nailing it. Question for you. So as you started in kind of junior high, what was your first esport experience? Because again, You played this professionally.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Well, I didn't play professionally until I was towards the end of high school.
Okay, but still, that's crazy.
But yeah, leading up to it, you know, there was places to like wager for money. So I was like 14, like, Mom, can I borrow your card? I want to add money and play people for money. And she was like, no. And I was like, okay, I'll get like a Visa gift card.
Borrow your car at 14? Come on, Mom, drive me.
Come on, Mom, let me borrow it. So I got like a Visa gift card and I started playing for money. I was like, wait, hold on, I got a job. And next thing you know, there's like a competitive like background somewhere in there from like other people I was playing with, and they introduced me to like MLG, which is like the gaming thing back then, Major League Gaming. You know, I'm sure you guys know.
And then Activision absorbed them.
Yeah, pretty much, and they're gone forever. But it got me into this. Well, not the painting, you did, but you know,
I know what
the
you mean.
gaming.
Yeah, for the gaming side. And so, have you got to play on stage? I just don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
What was that like for the first time?
I mean, playing on stage is nerve-wracking to some, but it's also like just a great feeling. It doesn't matter if they're chanting your name or the people across from you. Like that pump it gives you as a gamer and a competitive player is like, it's amazing. So
yeah. Now, do you do it now anymore or no?
No, I switched over to Warzone full time because it's just, well, it's a lot less stressful and it is a lot of fun, and I get to interact with chat all day.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. So do you ever miss that?
All the time.
All the time. So if you had a chance, if some other thing, you'd love to go get to do that again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
Well, let's go ahead and put this back on now. So I'm going to have you flip this back over. You're going to put that right back on where you put it.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, and then at that point in time, you will have built an entire motherboard. We're just going to put our bracket on.
Okay.
For the cooling is the next step. And it's kind of weird to get them lined up. You will get them lined up while you're doing that. I'm going to go ahead and take out your cooler.
Okay.
Here. Just Quad says he only misses you.
Oh.
So I just want to let you know. Singularity's like, I can't wait for DDR6. Guys, we just got DDR5. Calm down. Guys over here wishing our life away.
Okay.
We just got it, and it's not cheap right now. So let's let that come down a little bit before we start throwing DDR6 in here like a crazy person. Okay, so next up, this is where we're going to go ahead and get your bracket on, and what this does is this allows the cooler to mount to the hard drive. Wow, I really failed at that so many times. Just flipping that over. Okay, so this little part. So go ahead and flip the whole motherboard on its face. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So you're going to flip it all the way around. And so the back is facing towards you in the exact same orientation.
Like upside down?
Yep, literally upside down.
Oh my
Perfect.
gosh.
Just like that. It's also a good way to stretch your forearms, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Now this, see how there's these 4 holes right here?
Uh-huh.
So these are going to go into that slot. And these move. So you want to kind of move them until you can get all 4 into that slot, into each one of those holes, okay?
Right.
And that's like a permanent sticky, so when it's in, just give it a solid press.
Okay.
Cool. And just kind of move them around until you can get them in there. And this could take a little bit of time. This is another concentration moment. And again, you can move the silver things.
Oh, okay.
But they move out and in. Usually to push them all the way out is probably the best thing.
Gotcha. 1.
Yeah, and you'll know when it's in because it'll just kind of be like, oh, there it is. There we go. That sounds good.
Yep.
Watch the PC not work. Wow, BGS, PGS is like throwing like shade already. We're
That's
just now
crazy.
putting the motherboard together. The guy's already like, it's not going to work.
I think I got it.
I think you got it. Yeah, it should all be in there. That looks good. Okay, cool.
This one a little loose, maybe.
Oh, it's not. I don't think it's loose. No, that's all good.
Okay.
Go ahead and flip it back over.
Right.
Put it back where it was. Stretch your forearms while you're at it. Okay, so now you have these little posts. You're going to put one of these in each one of those little holes.
Okay.
They just screw right in. And then screw it all the way until it stops.
All right.
Yeah, it is true. Yes, the PC itself will not bite, but there's always like the first time when you touch PC equipment, and I think you're learning this right now, that you just feel like it's it's delicate, right?
Yes.
And you're like doing things just like meanwhile, then you have Robeytech who's on his show after like his 1200 build. He's like throwing the motherboard around. Watch me spin it like a pizza.
Yeah, that's
you know
what I'm
I mean?
saying.
And then part of that just comes with understanding tolerances and building enough builds. But yeah, that's it's all in all, like I'd much rather people do and kind of treat it as they feel comfortable because they don't know what the tolerances are yet. So, but yeah, but it's somebody said, how many gifted to break something? Not enough for you. Way more than you're willing to spend. How about that? Yeah, because that would be a lot of gifted. There was one time, I do remember one time, somebody asked me that, how much for you to just smash the PC? And then he was like, I was like, I don't know, 3,000 subs. And he did 1,000, so that wasn't so bad. But I was like, yeah, still not breaking it.
Poor
the
guy.
guy was like really mad. I'm like, yep, sorry. Nope, that's not
What
going to
do you
happen.
expect? Okay, last one.
I just don't believe in breaking. Like, I'm not that guy who like buys the new iPhone 14 and then goes into line and then like smashes it in front of everybody who's like waiting in line. Like, it's just
That's
It's just like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think we're good.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
So you have now built an entire motherboard.
Wow.
So you did it all. How did that feel?
I could do it with my eyes closed now.
Yeah,
I feel like a professional.
now that you've kind of done it, you're like now we got Night Tech. They're going to be starting up next week. Like we're going to be building PCs. You can buy one. Our first one's going to be who knows? Okay, if you want to go ahead and shove that off to the side, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab your case. If you want to grab your case and put it right back up here,
okay.
I'll take that from you. He's doing proper lifting technique. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and strip the case down, and this is just to make sure it gets into its lightest mode possible.
Okay.
So here on the back, right there, you'll see 2 screws. Go ahead and unscrew those. We're going to be really careful with these panels. Obviously, like I said, CLX did such a sick job. Okay, and then they shouldn't come out, and then just pull towards you. Is that one all the way out? Is it all the? How about the other side? Yeah, it should be good.
This one, maybe?
Oh,
yeah.
Pull, there you go. Now pull on it.
Okay.
Now pull on it. Yeah, I forgot about the little thing that also holds it. It's like doubly secure. Okay, there we go. Okay, now for the panels, the way these kind of work, just to show you, it's going to lift up.
Okay.
And then go ahead and do the same thing on the front one. Front glass. Just like that. Perfect. And then also on the back, the silver on the back, just go ahead and lift up, just like you did for that one. Just right here. No, just lift on it.
Oh, okay.
It should just come out.
There we go.
There we go.
Right.
Attached on something else over there.
Yeah. Got it.
There you go. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so now we have access to the entire build. And there is, okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to have you remove this, deal with that later. And then I have you do is, you unscrewed that. It's all good. Put that back.
Oops.
It's okay. You were like, hey, we're going to take this thing apart.
Yep, I was ready.
You were like, I'm ready to take this apart. Okay, so we're going to take off, we're going to unscrew these with this. So you're going to take these 2 out. Too small?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you get to do it with the fun one. Meet Excalibur.
Wow. There we go.
There we go. We try and do it with a we don't overcompensate for anything here on this channel. Perfect. Okay. Then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the same thing right here. You're going to unscrew those 2.
Okay.
Perfect. Oh, you come out.
A little bit more. There we go.
There we go. There's one. And one more. So, what are the plans? Do you have plans for PAX, TwitchCon, Gamescom over? You going to TGS?
I would like to go to TwitchCon.
Okay.
I grew up here in California.
Okay.
Moved to the East Coast a few months ago.
Okay.
So I'd like to make the trip down here. It would be cool. It's in San Diego, right?
Yeah, it's in San Diego.
Yeah, see. That
Have you
sounds
been
like
to
a great
TwitchCon
time.
before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, wow. So it would be a first for you.
Yeah.
How long have you been streaming? Just total time?
2016, around November.
So some time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've been doing it for a while. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So have you done any cons at all?
I've gone to anime conventions.
Oh, wow. Okay, why? Those seem like, that's like not what I expected here. Why anime conventions?
I mean, I love anime.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's more
that's
like
why.
you're doing it for hobby kind of thing.
Yeah.
Have you cosplayed at all for anime?
I'm going to for the next one coming up in Georgia. It's called Dragon Con. It's
I've
supposed
heard
to
of
be
that. Yes.
massive.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be dressing up as something. Just don't know what yet.
You haven't decided yet.
Nope. I got a few days.
You got a few days.
I got a few days to conjure something up.
So what is some of your favorite anime?
Bleach. Bleach is
Okay.
my favorite anime.
Okay.
Been watching that since I was like 1 day old.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you came out and
Yeah,
that
I
just,
came out
It
and
was
I was-
on. It was on the TV the day that you came
Yes.
out, and like it's since then.
Yep.
Nonstop Bleach.
Yep.
Yeah. Not to. There we go. So Bleach. Any other ones that you watch?
Naruto, Demon Slayer,
Okay.
Tokyo Ghoul. There's a few of them. Those are the more like mainstream ones. I feel like Bleach kind of went under the radar, but they got a new season coming out soon, so it's gonna get some hype
Okay.
again. Hopefully.
Okay. So do you think if you go with somebody, you will go from somebody from Bleach or?
Actually, gonna go with people from the organization I'm under. We're
Okay.
all gonna get dressed up. You know.
But I mean, do you think you'll dress up like somebody from Bleach or?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
So it'll definitely be from Bleach.
Yeah.
Okay.
If anything, yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, well, there you go. I mean, that's pretty cool. So, but have you been to any gaming conventions?
Besides LAN events,
Yeah.
not really.
Okay.
No.
So yeah, so TwitchCon would be kind of like your first in that kind of thing if you were to be able to go.
Yep.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then how long have you been partnered?
I've been a partner since Black Ops 4, which I believe was 2018.
Okay. Okay, so you've been a partner for a while, but just because of the pandemic and everything else, not really had a chance to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wow. Okay, so now what we're going to do here is we're going to remove some panels that are on the inside. So these we don't need a screwdriver for. Get this undone here. The twisty type. Maybe. Okay, come on. Let go of the... There we go. We'll feed it this way, apparently. It's coming. It's going to happen. I don't know why it's being so painful. There we go. Okay.
Nice.
Done. So the way these work is they're just unclipped. So you're just going to unclip this and then lift them all up. And you're going to do all the way to the top, not this one.
Do I do them all like?
Yeah, just lift them both at the same time. Yep. This is so we're going to basically go ahead and put fans on in every one of these slots.
Okay.
There we go. And then same thing with that one. And then we'll leave the top one because that's where the that's where the fans will go up to.
Okay.
There we go. Perfect.
Stuck
Kind
on
of
it.
lift it out from underneath. Like, hey, it's nice that they put cables right next to where I need to move this thing. Perfect. Okay, so there's those. And then the last thing we're going to do, just to give ourselves some more room, is we're going to go ahead, have you unscrew, take this out. Perfect. And then, using the really long Excalibur, go ahead and remove these 4 screws.
Okay.
This is just to give us a little bit more cable management room and to remove some random cables that we won't need because we are going to put one physical drive in here, but we're not going to do anything more than that. Perfect. Okay, if you want to hand that to me, perfect. Same thing with that one. So, how many anime conventions have you been to?
Just MomoCon, which was a few months back.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the first one I've went to, but I definitely want to go to more. They're fun.
And then, when was your first LAN event?
First LAN event, it was during Infinite Warfare. It was Anaheim. It was an Anaheim event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that was the last event, I believe, before the end of the year. It was during like a champs qualifier. Played in the open bracket. And yeah, that was the first one. That's when I decided I'm going to go to all of them.
Yeah, you're like, this one's amazing. What were your thoughts on Infinite Warfare?
Me personally, I love jetpacks. I love like movement skill gaps because
Right.
it creates skill gaps.
Yeah. So
you
which
know?
is what you want. Yeah, you like
Yeah,
the ceiling,
I don't-
the skill ceiling floor, and skill ends up being the skill floor ends up being a whole lot higher in that
100%.
regard. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and what I'm gonna do here. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over here, and you see how this is all like run in here. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, and we're just gonna remove this stuff out because we don't need this whole thing.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that for me, I loved the campaign in Infinite Warfare because it was like the sci-fi nature. It was some of the best looking, and I was a huge fan of the Jackal, right? Which was such an amazing vehicle. Looked just like the Black Widow, which was the competitor to the F-22, was the YF-23, and I still have like my little mini Jackal from that campaign. So I don't know if you ever played the campaigns. But
I
the campaigns,
did play some of them, but it was like around that time when I was like, man, the campaigns just aren't doing it for me. I'm gonna play the campaign this next release, though.
Are you a big movie guy at all, or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a big movie guy.
I think that was like the thing is like it felt more like a sci-fi movie. So
Okay.
it felt very Marvel-ish in terms of like it was like ridiculous things that happened. It just reminded me of like a big sci. I don't know. That's why I didn't play a ton of I didn't play a ton of the multiplayer, but the one thing I loved about Infinite Warfare was just the story. I know a lot of people really liked like the more traditional Call of Duties, especially like World War II and some of those other ones. And I mean I have huge I remember getting finishing it on the hardest difficulty, like basically on all those achievements, you know, it's
Yeah.
like that sort of stuff. But yeah, COD's just such an iconic franchise, and it's cool to get to do something for like the next big one.
Yeah.
You're
No,
like,
for sure.
yes, I am excited, and you get to play on it
Yeah.
when it's all said and done. So now the last thing we need, I don't think it's in here. It might be actually in the box. Yeah, it is. Can we have somebody give us the hardware? Might be in there. In the box, the hardware for the like the screws and everything. It's not in the o11 right behind you. Nope. In here. Yeah, in the case box. Is there a box in there? No? Interesting. Okay, guys, we are going to take a quick 5-minute break, and we will be right back. We got to find the box so we can put all the stuff in and actually screw all the stuff in. So we'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Not in the stream. We'll be back. And we are back, guys, and we have the screws, so now we are all squared. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of, like, when you get custom cases, you just got to go and find the part sometimes. So we got it, we're good to go. So what we're going to have you do now is we're going to have you grab the motherboard, just kind of grab it like this, and then you're going to set it in. You see how there's, like, this hole right here is going to align with there, and then the square is where this I/O goes. Does that make sense?
Okay, so this hole right here?
Yeah, it goes right here.
Okay.
And then you kind of like, obviously this fits in this giant rectangle up there. So you're just going to kind of set it in there.
Oh my gosh.
Takes a little bit of prep, but you'll get it. I'm not worried. And just kind of lift it. Yeah, perfect, just like that. And then all the screw holes will just kind of line up. There you go, just like that. You set it on perfectly.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Now, there's your 9 screws. You're going to put them in each one of these little, so you're going to start there, and then we'll move on down. So you're going to start right there. Now, let me show you a little technique here.
Okay.
I will say, when you do this, just kind of use the screwdriver, and then just kind of be close.
Okay.
And then just set it in, just like that.
Gotcha.
Perfect. There you go. So then you got 1, 2, and then you got another one here, another one there.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're just going to kind of move and do all 9. Can't wait till he bends the CPU pins. Okay, Jugathon, we're going to be waiting because it's already done. And he didn't bend any. He did great. So, sorry. No, you're going to be waiting a long time. It's already done. No bending will have happened today. We're not going to strip a screw. So one of the things is that when you first start putting in the screw, just kind of go slow to make sure so you don't cross thread. But yeah, it should be pretty straightforward.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, there you go. And don't worry, we're not going to strip any screws. We're not going to cross thread any screws. It's going to be absolutely fine. I'm sorry. This whole case looks so sick.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it can be a little bit crooked.
Yeah.
And then if you see an issue, like the one thing I will say, oh, never mind, you got it in, right? Oh, no, it's not going in?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, let's take that one out. Then we'll just choose, here, let me see that screw.
Okay.
Oh, that's not the right screw, that would help you. Okay, cool, just move on to the next. I gave you the wrong screw. I was like, that screw doesn't seem right. There you go, there's the right screw. I threw a test, you pass. You're like, I'm not gonna force it in?
No.
There we go. And then I put the right one over there.
Okay.
So apologies for that. Giving you the wrong direction.
All right, you're just testing me?
I was just testing you. That's what it was. He passed. You get 10 points for Gryffindor.
Let's go.
Do you know what house you are in Harry Potter?
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably be Slytherin.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how he's just like, yeah, I know what I am. What makes you think you would be Slytherin? Maybe that's what we do on one of these things is like we find out what everybody's house is. Troy's looking, he's like, no, maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we should not find out what their Harry Potter house is. That has nothing to do with PC building.
I definitely like the Malfoy vibes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody says, why isn't night bunny hopping? Is this like a thing you do on your stream a lot?
Oh, yeah. You know, when I'm playing Warzone and you want to, like, break people's ankles in-game, like, you know.
Yeah, no, I didn't think that you wanted to break my ankles. I was like, wow, straight up misery going on here on Mod Workshop today. You know, let's just get a little crazy and break people's ankles.
Yeah, so I'll hit some bunny hops mid-gunfight.
Yeah.
You know, add a little pizzazz to the movement.
How long, again, do you feel like, are there other games that you play besides Call of Duty? Like every once in a while you throw like some Genshin Impact in there or something?
I haven't touched Genshin Impact yet, but I was told to a few times.
Okay, somebody just came in, some random noob who was like, hey, play Genshin Impact. Those are my favorite. Like when somebody comes in and says like you're like playing a game or like building a PC, why aren't you playing Fortnite?
Yeah, no, that's
like, huh?
As soon as the stream started, people were like, "Where's Rebirth? You're not playing Rebirth. What are you doing?" And then there's one up here, right?
Yeah, there should be one in the corner.
Okay,
And you can always
turn
rotate
this?
the PC. Yeah. The PC is not static. You can move whatever you need to do to get it done. Looks like people are doing some giveaways in the Intel channel. Guys, don't forget, if you want to get in on those giveaways, head on over to Intel's Twitch. We're giving away CPUs and we're giving away the mouse mats. Also, if you want to win a PC just like this, head on over to intel.gg/gamerdays. CLX is giving away a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 bundle that includes Modern Warfare 2 and a custom case and build like this. No, I got to be clear, it's not going to be near as smexy as the one that we're building for Night, but, you know, it'll do in a pinch. You know what I'm saying?
That's the last one down there?
That's the last one. You don't have to screw that one in. It's a
Okay.
pegged one. Okay, so we're good there. If you want to hand me that last screw. So we're good there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hook up your some of your cabling.
Okay.
And then this is kind of like kind of the last bender before we get you over and start playing some games. What do you think?
Awesome.
So what do you think so far, though?
Wow.
Were you thinking like pretty easy? Like has the process been pretty straightforward?
Yeah, no, for sure. I feel like since you kind of showed me what I need to do, I could at least do this part again by myself.
I'll be honest. Like we're gonna do the things that you're not gonna be a part of is all I'm gonna do is mount an AIO, which is not very complicated. It's just you're gonna do kind of the hardest part, which is where plugging in all the cables.
Okay.
The part that I'm gonna mostly do is all the cable management, which I know you're not excited about. And most people on the channel, it's funny because like I do have people who go to sleep watching me cable manage. Like like there's like that relaxing thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you painting the processor.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll let you get back, do some bunny hopping, some ankle breaking, that sort of thing, so your audience can get back into it.
Awesome.
Okay, so let's go and flip the case all the way over.
Okay.
Actually, for this one, let's just stand it up. Makes more sense.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start grabbing all these things. These are the things we got to plug in here.
Okay.
And there's a ton of them. Okay, so first one that we're gonna do is this is your HD audio, and this cable is gonna come out right here, just like that. We've also got USB 3.2. This is like for your front panel. Now you're only gonna be able to use one of these just because the board only has support for one.
Okay.
So it just means half of your front panel USB isn't gonna work. And this is going to come out right here. So there's that. Okay, this is your USB-C. That's going to come out right here as well.
Okay.
Okay, last up, we have our spare one we can't do anything with. This is your front panel connections. This is going to be your fun one. This is like your rite of passage when you plug this in.
Okay.
That's going to come out right here. And then right here, we've got a little bit of RGB. So take this. We're going to move that and plug that in. We'll have that come out right here. There we go. And then lastly, it's got this random thing we're just going to get rid of. And then I think that is everything. Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so there's all your cables routed. Kind of push it all the way through so it's just sticking through here. And then I'll make them look pretty later. Okay, so we'll set this down again. We'll start plugging all these in. Okay, so first one is your USB 3.2.
Okay.
So this one is, what we want to do is see how there's a little lip, like almost like a little nub right there?
Yeah.
There's a little nub. You're going to put this in right here. You want to go right at a 90 degree though, because you can bend pens, okay?
Okay. Gotcha.
And then just give it a solid press once you got it in.
Oh, how's that looking?
It's looking pretty good. Just give it a good push. There you go.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, there's a little nerve with that when you say, oh, you could bend pens. You're like, I don't want to bend pens.
Yeah.
We will make sure you don't. Don't worry. Okay, so there's that one. Next is USB-C.
Okay.
And then basically what you want to do is you want to plug this in right here.
Okay.
Now, if it feels like there's a lot of pressure, go ahead and flip it around and try it the other direction.
Okay.
But it only goes in one way. There you go. Give it a push. Should give it a click. Give it a solid push. Nope. Okay, flip it around.
Okay.
Try it the other way. Oh,
There we go.
That's how you know. But at least you gave it a solid push.
Yep.
It didn't break anything at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, this is your HD audio cable.
Okay.
This one is going to go, see how there's a missing pin? Mm-hmm. There's a missing pin here, so this is just going to go plug in right there.
Oh, okay.
In the
Gotcha.
far corner. Yep, just like that. Perfect. Good job. Next up, we got RGB, which means that your whole PC is going to run way faster. So what you're going to do is you're going to see there's 3, and then it goes like this. So that's going to go right onto that spot right there.
Okay.
Is an i5 1200KF good with a 3060 Ti? Yes, it is absolutely a great pair. Wafello. Ooh, yeah. So just going to you'll know when it's on. It'll go all the way down. Take some practice. Yeah, you just got to get them right in the right holes. And you'll be like, I don't understand. No, you're probably more towards the top right now.
Okay.
Still more towards the top.
Man, this is like the hardest part, I think.
I know.
Right here.
I hate these connectors because sometimes you're like, it seems so easy. There's only 3 pins.
Like, I just don't want to, like, you know, overdo it. I'm trying to force it in. Will it give me like a click, or should it just kind of?
It should just like it should push all the way, but it'll go in pretty easily.
Okay, so I'm
When
definitely.
you get it, you'll know.
I'm definitely messing it up then.
Yeah, give it. Oh, I think, and then sometimes like you can give it a little. You're too low on that one. You want to be right in the middle. Yeah, now give it a push.
Okay.
There. You go.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, that
That
was
was the scariest part. It's just like that
it's just
fear of like breaking a
bending
pin.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And then you can't have lights, and everybody's like, "What?" Okay, so to make this a little bit easier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one in, and we're going to do every other one of these in reference to that one. So I'm going to put that one right here. This is your power switch.
Okay.
Okay, so on the next is the reset switch. Mm-hmm. And that reset switch is going to go right underneath the power switch, directly lined up. So find the one that says reset switch and line it right up.
Okay, reset switch. Got it.
Just like that. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now you're going to find one that says hard drive switch. It says HDD light. It should be another double pin one.
Okay.
Not that one.
Yeah.
That one right there. That's going to go right next to where you see where you did reset switch with the HDD faced up. So the lettering faced up.
Okay.
Okay. Then on top of that, you're going to do plus on the far left and minus right next to it, right above the reset. There you go.
Okay. So I do.
So
Is that
you're
a
gonna
2-pin right there?
Yeah, that's a 2-pin right above it,
So-
and then you're going to put plus on the far left and then minus right next to it.
Okay. Does it say which one's plus or minus on
It
these, or
should
does
say
it
it
matter?
on the on the I. So,
Okay, plus.
Yeah,
Got
it is. Yeah,
got
just like that. And then make sure the plus is facing up.
Okay.
So the lettering is facing up.
All right. That one.
Apparently, a lot of your viewers are watching you while taking a shower.
Awesome. Good job, guys.
It's not good for you guys. Using electronics in the shower, not good. Just want to call that out.
There we go.
Okay. Yes, PC building is the new meta in Modern Warfare. This is going to be the new mini. You know, sometimes you fly an SR-71, sometimes you fly a Jackal, or sometimes you build a PC. Okay, that's it, dude. You've hooked up
Wow.
all the front panels, and essentially, so the majority of the hard stuff you've kind of done. And so what we'll do is right before we get to the GPU part, we'll pre-wire it. You come back, you'll put in the super thick GPU, and then you'll basically go from there.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, guys, now we're going to take the real 8-minute break. We're going to transition over to gaming, get everything set up, and then we're going to finish this PC. So yeah, this is where it is right now, guys. We'll see you guys in 8 minutes. Hey guys, what did the lemon say when it answered the phone? Yellow, and hello and welcome back to today's episode of Mod Workshop. We are currently in the middle of building this awesome CLX PC and for Call of Duty Modern Warfare for my man Knight, who is over there. Let's go through the specs for this real quick and just make sure that you guys know people. People are now laughing at it. It's like I get a delayed response. But let's go through the parts that we're putting inside of this system really quick and see what's going on from here. So we got a Intel Core i9-12900K. We've got a Gigabyte Z690 Aorus Pro DDR5 motherboard. We've got a Gigabyte Aorus RTX Master 3080 Ti, the super thick boy. We've got a 1 terabyte Intel SSD 660p NVMe SSD. We've got a Seagate Iron Wolf Pro 8 terabyte hard drive. I don't know what he's going to put on all that. We've got, oh, I guess he could put Call of Duty because that fits on maybe one 8 terabyte drive. We've got a Gigabyte Aorus DDR5 RAM, 32 gigs. We've got a Li o11 Dynamic XL custom done for Modern Warfare. And then, of course, we've also got the Corsair iQ H150i Elite Capellix. and that EVGA Supernova 1000 G6. So absolutely awesome system. This is going to be a nice upgrade for him from his current rig, and is going to help him play Warzone at just that much more awesomeness. Now, what we're doing here is we've already got the motherboard in. We're in the middle of putting in those o11 fans, the Lee & Lee AL120s, so that we're going to have 10 fans inside of this. So it should be plenty cool, and it's going to be pretty epic. It's funny because a lot of people are like, "What? No 3090? No 3090 in this system. A 3080 Ti, which is actually a better gaming CPU, unless you went to like a 3090 Ti." There are actually games that the 3080 Ti outperforms the 3090. So what we're doing right now is we're just going to get these fans installed and get those going right now. But outside of that, I think Knight is getting prepped up. No, I did not kill him. No, I did not break his ankles, as some of you guys were concerned about. No, all he do is he's getting set up to play some Warzone for you guys. We're probably just downloading the patch, which means he'll be joining us in about 5 hours. More than likely, if we have to download the entire the entire Warzone patch. But yeah, that is currently the plan. Don't forget, we're giving away a PC very similar to this in partnership with CLX. Head on over to intel.gg/gamerdays. We're going to be having a system. You can go check that one out. That one's being built by CLX. It's coming with a Modern Warfare 2 bundle. There's also a bunch of Modern Warfare 2 bundles right now if you purchase, for instance, Intel CPUs from like Newegg or many of the retail sites. So if you're trying to get a copy of Modern Warfare and also a potential new Intel CPU, you can do that right now as part of the Gamers Day celebration. We're also giving away CPUs and also mouse pads if you head on over to Intel's Twitch channel right now, where we are also hosting this content over at twitch.tv/Intel, where we're just dropping things. We're dropping things all the time via Nightpod. So there's a lot of stuff going on and a lot of things that you can unlock and win just by heading over to the site and being a part of this, which is actually pretty cool. And I like that they're doing the Modern Warfare 2 bundle. I know a lot of people are excited about that and checking out the new game. So it's been pretty cool. Okay, so we've got our 3 main fans in. I'm going to open up another box and grab the rest of our screws. Here it is. And get the rest of these in. And then we just got to get all of the fans, and then we'll finish out the rest of it when we're done. There we go. More screws. That's kind of that'll definitely be the theme of this build as we get through all of the different components. Luckily, the one thing that's really nice about these particular fans is the fact that you only end up with a total of 6 cables for so many different fans, which is actually a nice change. We just did Corsair fans in another build here on the channel, and it just takes a lot of time to get all of those cable managed. But, the good thing about it is many people are entertained when they watch that heavy-duty cable management. So just getting these screwed up, using Excalibur to kind of finish out the build. But so far, it looks pretty good, right? Yes, and I also noticed, don't forget, if you are wanting to make plans, we have many builds that we'll be building with other people like Knight. So make sure you check out Intel's PAX coverage. We're going to be playing with PAX and all that sort of stuff as well. So it should be, there's a very, very packed schedule, and that's our starting on Thursday, I believe, or is it Friday? Thursday? Friday. Okay, starts on Friday. So including I will be on 3 things on Friday, and it's like all day. So it's pretty crazy. It's going to be a great, clean build. Yeah, it's up. Oh, nice. I like that. It's a packed schedule. I like that a lot. There we go. There we are. Yeah, this is Knight's new PC that we're building right now. We're just getting the fans installed right now. And then we're just waiting for Knight to get finished setting up. So that's what we're working on as we go right here. Robey fan build with Waterstorm. How's it going, everybody? It's so good to see everybody in chat and all prepared. Are we getting close to being able to play with our man? Is he still downloading the patch? Looks like Troy says he's still downloading the patch. Oh, we're good. Okay. Okay, Knight, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. So I think the whole time we're just kidding. They were like, let's just see how long Robey can handle the show. They're going to try to make this awkward and make me feel super uncomfortable. I hope you felt as uncomfortable as I did. So yeah, let's go from this. Okay, Knight. We're going to move over to him. I can't quite hear him in my ear, just so you guys know, but we're gonna start chatting here in just a second. So let's get Knight in here. Oh, he's getting ready to drop.
We're going in, guns blazing.
This is it. Okay, so what's your strategy? How do you choose where you're going to drop?
Well, to be honest, this map that I'm playing particularly is not the one I like to play.
Oh, okay.
I'd much rather play Rebirth Island. On this map, it's kind of just hope you don't get shot from across the map in your butt the entirety of the game. A lot of third partying going on over here.
So, this, it's, how many maps are there in Warzone now?
Currently 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've killed most of the people already, I see.
We're trying. Also getting used to this PS5 controller. I normally use PS4.
Is it that much different?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, the controller's just a little bit bigger, but when you play claw and you're used to like a certain size of controller, it's definitely a little different. But
okay, you're gonna have to.
We're
upgrade.
chilling.
You're gonna have to upgrade, Knight. It's
Yeah,
time to go to next gen.
I think I'll go to PS3 controller next. What are we thinking about that one?
He's like, I'm gonna upgrade and go one more farther away. It's gonna make it worse.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So why the PlayStation controller? I think. I mean, what was it that you like about that one, and not keyboard and mouse?
I mean, I've played like FPS games my whole life. Halo 3. I grew up playing on the controller.
Okay.
When you played COD at like a really high level, there was no keyboard and mouse input. Like when you wanted to actually compete and try to get in the league and play professionally, you had to use controller. I just kind of always been on controller.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so what are some of the other games you grew up on? It sounds like Halo, which I don't know if you knew this. I was a game developer for 20 years. I worked on Halo Infinite.
Oh my gosh.
The first Halo. Yeah, so I mean, like those are some of my jam, but my jam in the fact that I actually made those games and not play. Well, I did play them too, but what else did you play when you were growing up?
Some Super Smash Bros.
Okay. Did you ever think about going pro in that?
No, but it is a lot of fun. I definitely had a great time on that. There's a game that just released recently. It gives me the same vibe. Multiverse?
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yes. That game was very. You know, it's funny. It was like Is it still popular? Like it felt like it popped up and faded out as quick as it has. But yeah, no, that game is actually really, really cool.
Yeah. So games like that. Played a little bit of Gears of War.
Okay.
Played some Assassin's Creed in my time. Played some Godzilla games back in the day. Need for Speed was another great one.
Oh,
games
that's
like
a great
that.
game. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're a bit of a racing fan as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I definitely like the modes where you could just crash, and the bigger the crash, like the better you did. So I was like, nice.
What was it? Burnout.
Yeah, Burnout.
Yeah. So yeah, that was such a great game. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So were you out? Are you coming back? Did you die?
Oh yeah, I died. As soon as I made the reference about going back to the PS3 controller, I got smoked landing.
So where do you know what map you're playing now? Is this the island or?
This is called Fortune's Keep, which is their newest addition to Warzone. Dropped a few months ago.
You like it?
It's it's okay.
Okay. He's trying to be polite right now.
Yeah, you know, it's okay. It's definitely a casual map. Like, the map layout is definitely going to cater to majority of player base, I feel like.
Okay. What when you say casual map, what are we looking at when we think casual?
Well, I'm talking like there's windows and cracks and crevices, rat holes.
Oh, so
ledges.
It's like lots of places to hide.
Oh, yeah. It's like a total, I call it Ratatouille Keep, because it's just like for rats, in my opinion.
Got it.
Yeah.
You consider like less places to hide, more like higher skill.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
You're like, it's not good enough for me.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I did like this map when it first came out, but I think over time, like, the way I just, because I like to run around by myself and, like, fight whole teams, but all of a sudden you got, like, 3 teams shooting at you. It's definitely not ideal, and it just happens too often. But on Rebirth, I could kind of control situations and scenarios a little bit better.
Got it. Got it. And hopefully we'll see that in the rotation today. I'm guessing for sure almost.
Yeah, they actually took out Rebirth Island for like a week yesterday, so it won't be coming out here for a bit.
Oh, really? What'd they take it out for?
You know, I ask myself the same thing every time they take out one of the maps. I'm just like, yo, guys, what's going on over there?
They want to make you miss it.
Yeah, I think they're just kind of spinning a wheel or something, and they're just like, all right, we're taking this one out. Okay.
And when it comes back in, will it come with like balance changes or?
So they actually just added a new lighting to it. And the thing is, they added the new lighting and they took it out 2 days later. But I'm really excited to play it again. I think it's cool. It's like definitely a cool looking map.
Uh-oh, that guy killed you already.
Yeah, I actually don't have much game audio right now.
Okay, let's get that fixed.
Yeah.
They're gonna get it fixed.
Get a little game audio going.
Because he needs to be able to hear when people are behind him.
Yeah, you do have a very nice voice, but I need to hear both. You know?
I get you. Yeah, less Robey, more gamey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though my sultry, my dulcet tones help bring you peace.
True. And the pasting. The pasting was definitely the soothing thing for today.
Oh yeah, dude, you were into it. Mm-hmm. I liked it. I liked how much you were like, yes, this is something I could enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm just putting fans together right now. So many fans I have to install in your build.
Nice. I'm excited. It looks beautiful. Well, from
Yeah, where you left it.
Where
like
I
it's
left
gonna
it.
look way better when we got all that RGB rainbow puke and all that sort of stuff in
Yeah.
it. The box is getting more full of all of the hardware that I'm getting through as I slowly pull myself through this build. Which I've put a box somewhere that I cannot find. That seems good. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. So I can screw all this stuff in. So it sounds like we're not going to get to see that map at all today.
No, unfortunately not, which is a bummer.
So it'll be those other two maps that are kind of on rotation.
Yeah,
Okay.
those other two maps.
And if you could play between Ratatouille and the other, which would you prefer?
Rebirth Island for sure. But over Caldera, I think I'll play Fortune's Keep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what we want more in the rotation, guys. So if you could call Call of Duty and let them know.
Yeah.
So we can just make sure the stream is top-notch the entire time. Mm-hmm. That's what we need. Congratulations to winners. Looks like some folks won some Call of Duty, I think. Oh, wow, you're just, like, dropping.
Oh, yeah. This is the pre-game. You know, got to get warmed up real quick. Are you familiar with Control Freaks at all?
No, what's that?
Control Freaks are like little things you put in your analog to raise the stick, and it's like a bigger thumbstick as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is also something that you have some modifications to your controller.
Yeah. I mean, you could take it off, put it on. There's a few different ones you could try. They're pretty cool. I like them. I was actually going to bring my controller. And
I think you should have.
Yeah, I was told not to.
What?
And I was told not to. I didn't need it, and now I'm just here, and I'm just like, man.
I'm disappointed.
I was set up.
Things are not going my way. They took out my map. They took away my controller.
Right.
It's like I'm naked on a stream alone.
It's all good, though. It's all good.
Like literally, we're gonna find out later that he went on some sort of weird They're like, yeah, some random night guy was downtown LA just mumbling to himself and like licking people. He was just like completely depressed. He didn't have my controller.
That's literally it right now. Smile through the pain.
Smile through the pain. I'm gonna make it through. That's what you need to do. I'm over here just
go.
I mean, luckily, at least all your parts came through. At least,
Nice.
At least we didn't say, hey, unfortunately, we're going to go ahead and pull the CPU from your build because we didn't like the lighting on it. So it's not going to work.
So how long have you been building PCs exactly?
So I started building PCs actually not that long ago. I was working on Crackdown 3. I don't know if you've heard of that game.
Yeah.
So I was working on Crackdown 3, and up until that point, I was actually mostly a pre-built guy. And a friend of mine named Dom Humphrey was like, you know what, Robey, you should really just build your own PC. So he built one at Microsoft just on one of my after work, and I was like, this is awesome. So what I did is there's a charity called Extra Life, which Microsoft Xbox used to participate in, and I was like, oh, you know what I'm going to do? Because I like this so much, I'm going to see if Phil will help me get free parts from companies to build PCs for charity, and then I won't have to pay for them, and then I can still build a lot of PCs.
Okay.
So then what I did is we built a couple of them at 2 in the morning. They were Dude, they were so mad. They were so poorly configured. Like, now that I go back and watch them, like, man, I really had no idea what I was doing, and I shouldn't have been building PCs for people. But I did anyway, and it was, but then after that, Mixer, I don't know if you remember Mixer.
Oh, yeah, Mixer.
Yeah, so Microsoft bought Mixer, and they're like, hey, we think this whole, like, building PCs on stream thing could be like a show. So they're like, what if we did a show once a week dedicated to you building, like, dedicated to building PCs? So I had a co-host named Brenda Duffett, and we were building PCs once a week, and it was sponsored by a company called Newegg. And show grew, and then Mixer paid for the exclusivity of Ninja, and then they canceled all their original programming because nobody could afford it anymore. And then Newegg was like, hey, why don't you just build PCs? Like, why don't you do the same thing you were doing? It seems pretty popular. And then I basically launched Robeytech. We grew to about 260,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Wow.
About 80,000 on Twitch, and then we have about 150,000 on TikTok, and yeah, just been doing it ever since. And then I think next week will be 1 year I've been doing just quit my job as game developing and just doing like the whole influencer thing full time.
That's awesome.
It's like 3 days from now. So yeah, that's my story. Not as cool as yours. I was not genetically made to be a professional gamer like you, but
genetically made, 1 day of college, and a dream.
Yeah, and a dream.
Yeah.
And here you are, getting an epic PC built here on the channel. So, okay, so we got that. I think we're at the point where I can do your AIO. That's what I'm gonna work on now. So we're cranking through here pretty good.
Nice.
Are we gonna? You think we'll see some solid W's today?
I'm hoping so. We'll see what I could conjure up.
This is always the pressure, right? When you do something like this live on stream, and then they don't give you your controller, they don't give you stuff, and like, I'm still expecting you to perform, son. Dance, monkey, dance.
I can't let him down. The controller can't stop me.
You're like, I can't let the community down.
Yeah, it's all good. Just gotta lock it in.
There we go. Okay, let's get this out. Ooh, wow. Oh, snap. This controller's had a little bit of pop off here from this, but we'll get that fixed real quick. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna get this out. This out. Okay.
Where'd you come from, buddy? Flanking me?
Okay, there we go. Going pretty. Oh, you already died. I turned around, you're dead.
I come back. You know, I got 6 so far on the board. We're making progress.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean that in a bad way. I do know that you're hampered.
He said, "Oh, you're already dead. You're a bot."
I just turned around and I was like, no, this is not what I expected to see. I was expecting to turn around and see happiness, like joyfulness.
Oh yeah, we're good. I'm chilling.
Okay, there you go. Like, how long? Like, they have like what's it called? Don't they have like a progression system for Warzone, just like any of the other ones? Have you already like maxed all that stuff out?
So they just released a new season and a new battle pass. So I am going to need to grind again to get level 1,000. But pretty much every season I've played, I've hit level 1,000, completed the battle pass, burned a bunch of money on cosmetics for the game because I love to look cool, even though you can't see your own skin.
Right.
You know.
I'm not. You're like I'm not necessarily upset or anything. I'm not a little salty, but I'm just going to say I've spent a lot of money on things that I can't see.
Yeah,
but I look
pretty much.
really good when other people kill me.
Yeah.
Or I shoot other people. They're like, dang, he looks good.
Yeah, I really just want them to think I look good while I'm taking their life. That's all it is.
So level 1,000. How long does it take to get to 1,000?
You know, it really depends on how much you play, but I play on average
300 hours a day?
Yeah, like as much time as is possibly allowed on the clock in the day I'm playing. I play like 6-7 hours a day, I'd say, on average.
Okay, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, you know, I do it full time. It's my thing.
It's your thing.
Yeah.
And it's what you were genetically bred to do.
Oh, I thought these were people. These are zombies. Get away from me.
Oh, you don't want it. What happens if you get bit by a zombie?
I don't know.
We should go get bit by one just to find out.
Yeah, honestly, that's actually a really good idea. I think I'm gonna go back over there right now.
And let's just find out. I mean, we don't know. It's for science. Let's find out for science, Nate.
But yeah, they add like a little season event. They just added a new one. These zombies are a new addition as well, which
But we don't know what the zombies do.
no, well, I just got hit by one like 5 times and not much happened.
Not much happens.
Yeah.
They're more like they're like those bumpers in pinball. You're like, thanks for that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, you have no purpose. How does it feel to be a thing with no purpose? Maybe they drop something. Maybe there's like a rare drop.
Yeah, there definitely is something over there.
We just don't know what it is.
We just don't even entertain it. Go the other way.
So how long does it typically, like, so there is matchmaking in this, so you're like playing it probably close to the highest level, right? Like you're playing with other really good players.
Yeah, that's typically how it works. They have like the skill-based matchmaking, but
So how long does for you to get to, you know, basically pull off a full W, how long would that take typically for a game?
It depends on the health of the lobby and the players in it, because some lobbies will die relatively quick.
Okay.
But I'd say on average, like in solos, like 12 minutes around there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's actually pretty short.
Yeah, I mean, it might go a little bit longer. Like I said, it really just depends. If it goes to like zone 6, 7, 8, like it definitely takes some more time.
Do you mind if it drags out or no?
I don't mind.
You're
No.
like you're chill either way.
Yeah, it's no big deal either way.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then what is the thing that you're most excited about with the new game coming out? Like what, based on what they've shown so far?
Based on what they showed so far, well, the nostalgic weapons that are going to be there, like the MW2 styled weapons that they had around, like I miss those old guns.
Okay.
But they aren't like old. They're like, you know, like MW2 when it was released, it wasn't like these weapons were like the Thompson from back in the Stone Ages. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you know, you like Infinite Warfare.
You're not using like an M4 or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you're using like or a Tommy gun.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just stuff like that, and then a new. Oh, I'm so not getting out of this one alive.
Uh-oh.
I'm so dead. Not sure what I was doing there.
You're looking for zombies.
Yeah.
For science. It was all for
Definitely.
science.
You know, I gotta say, like the movement change is gonna be cool too. Even though it's a lot of people are not too excited about no slide canceling, I think it's gonna be fun to learn something new, have a different play style. But all in all, just something refreshing and new to play. I mean, Warzone's been out since.
Oh, it's been a while,
it's,
right?
Yeah, it's been years. So it's. I've been in like every scenario possible in Warzone. I feel like I've seen everything. I've been hit by pelican birds falling out of the sky, helicopters landing on me, getting assassinated by a team of riot shields throwing stuns. Like, it's time for something new.
You're ready for something new.
Yeah.
And so the slide is like the big mechanical change.
Yeah. So the slide canceling is what really like helps you get away with a lot of fun movement in this game. But they're changing it up this next year, so that it's going to be cool to learn something new and just experience something new again.
But the community isn't like 100% on the whole thing right now.
No.
Get over it, community.
Right?
Embrace the change.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be fine. You'll still have your fun game to play.
Yep. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters.
Yep. If not, play Halo.
That too.
With no community.
Yeah, there is that. Play Halo. You're gonna have to pay some people to come play it with you or something.
There's a guy who worked on Halo. Oh man, it's funny. So and then it comes out September 26th. Have you already pre-ordered?
No, because there's two different applications to possibly get it on. It's either Battle.net or Steam, and I haven't made a decision on which one I want to go with. I think I'm gonna see which one's like more popular before I make a decision on which one I want to download it on or make the purchase on.
Where are you at now? Are you on Battlefield? Are you on?
Yeah, I'm on Battle.net. This is the only application you could run the game on currently. But we'll see.
Oh, so they are putting it on Steam.
Hopefully.
Oh, you don't know if they are.
Well, I thought you meant me. Yeah, they're putting it on Steam. I'm pretty sure that was announced. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not wrong. You sound like a meathead.
Okay, there we go. We got that in. It's looking good. I see lots of, we're definitely cooking with gas here on your build.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy that I didn't know that. I mean, again, it's interesting, right? Because like it's all about the transition as Microsoft slowly takes over the Activision Blizzard thing. So there's a bunch of those like little policy changes we're getting used to here.
Yep.
So you prefer, if you had a choice, you prefer to play it on Steam?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, I would say so. A lot of the games I've played in the past on Steam. Did you ever play H1?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, that game I was never very good at, but I thoroughly enjoyed playing that game.
Right.
You know, it didn't matter if I was getting two-tapped by the world's greatest KBM player.
Right.
It was fun to learn something, and it was, like, really competitive, and it was, I don't know, just satisfying. I miss that game.
Are you going to, there are going to be some other games that you've seen that you, like, sometimes branch out into, like, just to try, like, add some variety? I mean, like, we joked about Genshin Impact, but I mean, not necessarily that. But, I mean, like, there's been a bunch of, like, new, like, first-person shooters that have just recently been announced. There's that new one that's changing, like, the whole formula on BR and all that sort of stuff. Like, do you think you'd go ever, like, venture outside of COD to check some of those out, or no?
Yeah. Like, when the new Halo dropped, I wanted to venture into it, and I saw within, like, a week it was crumbling, and it just kind of, you know, pulled my interest away.
Right.
I like to see, like, if other people are really enjoying something before I go and play certain games.
Right.
Because, you know, I'll let them, you know, do the taste testing.
And then you'll decide, you're like, okay, well, that person got food poisoning, so I'm out of that one.
Exactly.
What about Fall Guys? It's pretty popular
Oh,
still.
I played Fall Guys a few times. I've caught some dubs.
We have our community manager. Her name's Blondie. She's hoping to one day actually get a W. We keep hoping. So guys, just keep sending vibes her way. Maybe one day she'll get that W, like Knight did.
Yeah, it took me a while. That game's fun too. There's what is it, Pummel Party? I think it's like another one of those kind of games like that. That one's pretty cool. Definitely play with a group of players. As far as like other games, nothing really. I feel like COD has just kind of taken all my interest since the new one's coming out, so I haven't really thought about anything else. So, but if anything else starts popping, I'll probably go and give it a try.
Give it a try.
Yeah.
Do you play? Are there any other games that you play off stream?
I played a game called Ready or Not.
Okay.
That game's kind of cool. I played some Phasmophobia, if you're familiar.
Oh, that game is a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, that game was fun. I played that too. Other than that, I played some CS.
Okay.
Yeah, I played some CS. I haven't touched any Valorant. I will one of these days when I want to pull my hair out.
Oh.
I'm just waiting a little bit longer.
To pull your hair out?
Yeah.
Wow, man, like, again, Valorant, another good game, obviously very popular at the same time, but pretty big, a big difference, right? Like time to kill and all that sort of stuff, much faster.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like your arena-based shooters like CS, or do you prefer something with like a little bit longer time to kill?
I do not mind the CS TTK. I think it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
It's like whoever hits the headshot wins. It's great.
And that's a lot of skill right there, right?
Yep.
Which is kind of what you're kind of into that.
Oh, hold on.
Oh. You get a call? Hey. Hey, Mom. Yeah, I'm live right now.
We good now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're good.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I don't mind. The CS TTK is nice. Like I said, the one tapping, two tapping, like from H1 is super appealing to me. I feel like the game takes a lot of skill and patience, and it's definitely fun.
Yeah, it's definitely, like, it's funny because like it'll feel like it's really fast and then it'll slow way down.
Yeah.
Which is actually makes it like super entertaining, right, from that standpoint.
Yeah.
I don't know, they're all fun to watch. I mean, that's the thing is, like, I like games that have good watchability and like and are kind of easier to understand. I know my father, who you've met, who travels around with me, we go to things like Intel Gamer Days and stuff like that, or like DreamHack. Like, he got to see CS:GO in like an arena setting, and you're like, yeah, there's actually, and, you know, he can watch it, he understands. Disfuse the bomb, plant the bomb, right? And, like, people are just defending it. So there's an easy, like, nature. Unlike, you know, games like Overwatch, which I still find very complicated to watch sometimes, because you're just like, it's so fast, you have no idea what's going on, you know?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
But were you an Overwatch player at all?
No, I was not. I've actually never touched it or watched it. Oh, I haven't.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, in my opinion. So.
Yeah, is there like a lot of abilities and stuff like that?
Yeah, and it's just like, I mean, and then the maps and like, I mean, they have new heroes. It's just like it's a change. It's a variation on the hero shooter, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just like I think I enjoyed like more like Rainbow Six and more that kind of than necessarily the.
Gotcha.
But I will say, I mean, like, you know, hey, it's cool to see what they're doing with the league, and you know, it's always good to see good things happen for games, and
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely agree with that one.
So what is like, as you've kind of been doing in this, and like, what does the future look like for you? Like, what do you consider, like, what would you like to see kind of happen in your world over the next, 3 to 5 years?
I want to continue on the path I am, and with full-time content, streaming, and branch out and do more. I recently joined an organization called Ghost Gaming, and they moved me out to the East Coast with 2 of my boys, so we do content together in the house and stuff. So
has that been pretty cool, like that whole experience? Or
yeah, definitely cool. I want to do more, and we will here eventually, but it's nice to get an opportunity like that, especially because I've just been grinding my whole life for something like that to happen. So.
And what was it like knowing that an org, like, what was that process like for you? Was there some stress with it, with trying to choose the right one, or did you really enjoy the experience? Like, how would you kind of put signing with an org?
It is not stressful. It is exciting. When people are like interested in what you have to offer, and especially when an org like mine at the moment treats you more than just like a member,
right?
It's like family, and they take good care of me. So it's really fun. It was really easy going, the whole process, and the fact that my 2 of my best boys were going to be with me. We're also creators. We're gonna be there too.
So it made it a whole lot easier. You kind of felt like you weren't doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Cool.
Definitely.
And so you've been with them for how long?
Since the end of March.
Okay, so it's still fairly new.
Yeah.
Cool. And then, so they were the ones who, like, you're going with them to anime.
Yes.
The anime
Yes.
And that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
What are some of the other activations you might do with that they might do, like that would be cool that you were excited about? Is there some other things that you can talk about that's coming up in the future? Or?
Not really. No, not yet at the moment. I don't think I'm allowed to say anything.
But so you've got some stuff that you're looking forward to.
Definitely, yes. And I'm really hoping that with the new game dropping and hopefully bringing some more life to Warzone, we'll open up a whole other window of opportunities that I didn't even know existed as well. So it will be cool.
Yeah, that does have to be part of it, right? Like, it's been a while since, I mean, like you said, Warzone's been out for quite some time, right?
Yeah, it's definitely on like a plateau state, not really growing forward right now.
It needs something new.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it seems like, it's awesome to see that it was as successful as it absolutely was for as long as it was, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. Warzone has definitely, it's opened up a lot of opportunities for a lot of creators too, so it's really nice to see that.
What are you, how is it looking right now? How many people we still got alive in this one?
We got 29 people alive, and I got 9 kills.
Okay, so it's feeling pretty good.
Yeah, so the lobby typically starts with like 45.
Okay.
On a map like this, the pacing can be weird. I feel like with the other map, you could kind of have a rhythm. On this one, you're just like, where am I getting shot from? Oh, he's hidden in a plant that's in the wall, and there's a zombie blocking him, and you can't see him.
And you're like, that was annoying.
Yeah.
You're not salty though.
No, definitely not.
I can't tell with the sarcasm or anything like that.
No, that's just part of my persona. That's just how I am. I would actually never get annoyed with this game. That's one thing I will say is it would take a lot more than getting blown up by an RPG 100 times in a row and a bunch of stale games to get me bothered by this game. Like I said, I've seen it all.
What would you consider the worst experience you've had? And that's always a fun one, right? Like, let's try and find the worst.
Wow, the worst.
Like when you were like, okay, this was like mildly annoying. Like you said,
Okay,
I don't get
yeah.
annoyed. I don't get annoyed, but there's been something that like mildly annoyed me.
It might have been when there was a hacker in every single one of my games for a span of like 6 months, I'd say.
Whoa, really?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, like they kind of crawled their way into the game and they got rid of most of them for sure. I haven't ran into any in like forever, but there was a time
When it was
where
just like
it was
prevalent.
just like, yo, hold on. I'm
Like this is not cool.
yeah. Might have to crack open a cold one or something.
You're like, I'm not enjoying. Yeah, like I mean, cheating is like just one of those things. You're just like, this is not like. Then it just feels like the whole experience is ruined for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was definitely a moment where it felt like that,
Okay.
I'd say. Other than that, it's probably when I'm having like a really good game and in Resurgence, your teammates and you respawn. As long as the timer for the respawn isn't disabled, you die, you could come back and have another opportunity. Now, when I have like 35 kills and my teammate, Jimmy John 39, has 0, and he's last alive, and he's like, don't worry guys, I'm gonna go be a hero. Keep in mind, like, we respawn in like 10 seconds, and he runs out there and gets smoked. That's one of the moments where I'm like, oh man, that one, you know, that one stung a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you don't play with Jimmy John 39
Yeah,
anymore.
and then Jimmy John gets blocked for boosting for the other team. That's typically how that goes. Yeah.
Does that happen very often?
Oh yeah.
I feel like I want to get to know Jimmy John. He seems like such a nice.
He is. You know, he
seems like
doesn't
such a-
talk. He doesn't shoot. He just kind of exists and then gets smoked, and then you just part ways.
You're like, thanks, Jimmy John. You're done.
Yeah. My chat's always like, wow, how are you staying composed? And the inside, I'm like, literally about to flip.
You're like, I am done with what is happening right now, and everything that you represent, Jimmy John.
Yeah.
Jimmy John, such a good name too.
Yeah.
Quality. Okay, we have all of the fans in your build now.
Awesome.
That took a long time because there were so many blooming fans.
Uh-huh.
Now we're gonna get your. Now we're working on a little bit of cable management just to make sure it stays polished.
Okay.
And I gotta put your hard drive in. 8 terabytes. That's almost enough to install Warzone once.
Yeah, pretty much. You're not wrong about that.
So big. I feel like they need to do some data management. That game should not be that big.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, preach it, Robey.
Yeah. It is interesting how it's like
Just
a free game, but it is not free in any shape or form, you know?
Yeah, the way that they get back is their partnership with hard drive manufacturers. Yeah, it's free, but you do need to buy a $700 hard drive to store it. But
That's
hey,
very true.
it's free to play, guys.
It's definitely free to download, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's right, if you have the space for it.
Yeah.
You're like, come, there's like, it's the only game that you can also bundle with a data center.
Yeah. All in all, though, like I said, I'm super thankful for this game to be released. It doesn't matter if there is, like, you know, bad moments or lows.
You're glad to have something that just like
yeah.
does the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think you'll ever have like that Forrest Gump moment though? Like the one where like he's running back and forth across the United States and then you'll just be like, I'm tired. And then like it's done.
Oh, probably. I'm sure I'll have my moment. You know, I try to take some, you know, days off to really, you know, come back and be like, oh, I missed this. You know, because when you go like every day for countless hours, you will get burnt out.
Yeah.
No matter, you know, it doesn't matter how you spin it.
I think that's such a great thing to talk about though. So let's talk a little bit about mental health. Like what are some of the things that you do to just protect your mental health, right? Because, you know, being on all the time, those can all be things that have some sort of impact on, you know, your ability to do the things that you do, right? So what are some of the things that you do, like, to detach, so to speak?
I use the gym as my outlet primarily. The gym after my stream or before my stream, you know, cardio before, after, and I do that to kind of just clear my head and have time to myself.
Okay.
And stuff like that. Or I'll go find, you know, some really good tacos. That too. Food is my thing. Breweries is my thing. So I'll do that to kind of just unravel and hang out and feel like I'm decompressing.
So you're a big, like, is tacos like your top top food?
Oh yeah, tacos.
So you went to like where did you move to on the East Coast? Like what state?
I moved to Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, so do they have good tacos in Atlanta?
I found some pretty solid places.
Okay.
But you know, growing up in California, I had a whole lot of amazing places.
Yeah, chronic tacos. I mean, like that's like we come to LA and we have those like pretty much as many times as we potentially can.
Yeah.
I mean, you know things are getting desperate and you're like, oh yeah, I'm getting Taco Bell because there's nothing else.
Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. But yeah, to like keep I think it's really important to like take care of your mental health as a creator because, you know, you literally grind so much. You don't clock in and clock out at a certain time. You are working around the clock. Like even after stream, there's like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah,
you know,
there's usually a ton of
there's
extra
all
work.
this other stuff, and you know, and then doing that while interacting with your community the way you want to. There's definitely a toll on your energy and mindset for sure.
Have you had a chance to do like some community meet and greets or like?
I wanted to, however, being in the middle of moving a few months back made it kind of hard, and I thought that maybe TwitchCon would be a good way to be able to do that. You know, like meet up with people from the community there.
Right.
That would probably be the best opportunity, but I would like to plan something in the future where we all kind of get together, or whoever can, show up and hang out. It would be fun.
But you haven't had a chance to do something like that
No,
yet.
not yet.
That's always like one of those things where it's like when you finally get to meet somebody from your community face to face for the first time.
Yeah.
Could be a really, really, really neat experience. Have you met anybody from your community, like on the outside?
Yeah, definitely. When I was at events, I definitely met some people from my community. Actually, when I got my hair cut about a month ago, the guy sitting next to me heard what I was talking about. He was like, "Wait, Night?" I was like, yeah. He was like, "Bro, I watch your streams every day," and I was like, "Get out of here! Like, this is insane." Like, who would have thought?
He's like, "I didn't think you got haircuts."
He's like, "Wow, what are you doing outside?"
I thought you just naturally always looked this good. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool. That was like one of the few instances where it's been like on accident.
Those I think are the best ones, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Where like somebody just they're like, "Oh my gosh, you helped me build my PC," or "Oh my gosh, you're why I became president of the United States." I'm like, "Wow, really? That's cool." No, just kidding.
Yeah, it's pretty cool experience.
You're like, "Are you sure that was I don't really neat?"
Yeah, no, I was sitting there like, "Get out of here!" Like, there's just no way.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Such a cool experience.
Yeah.
Okay, your hard drive's in now.
Awesome.
So now you've got all that space to store half of an install of Call of Duty.
Awesome. I'll make sure to get some more hard drives.
Yeah, you probably need like 15, 20. You're gonna play some Call of Duty. Oh yeah, let's get your fans hooked up.
Okay.
Oh, I was like, what just fell out of your build? But never mind, that's by design. Okay, good. You don't want just random stuff falling out of your PC.
Probably not.
That seems like not okay.
Yep.
Just saying. We try not to have that happen. Hey, Robey, how did this PC go? It's cool until the parts just start falling out randomly. It just seems not good. Okay, now it's just time to get your. Now I'm starting to get your cables squared away.
Okay.
Got a little bit of a twist here. Have you had getting close? Are you still in the same game, or did you end up?
I ended up dying, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. The greatest thing ever is hitting play again and just pretending like it never happened.
Yeah, we actually at one point in time, it was pretty funny. We had another streamer who joined us a little sometime earlier, and then what I was trying to do is every time he died, before he died, we would actually have the production team like pull away, like to me. So it was like he never died on the stream. So it was like, no, my record was perfect the entire stream. I never got killed. The thing is, it only lasted like about 5 minutes because then it was just like impossible because he kept getting killed so fast. So we're like, and that was a fun joke if we could have pulled it off, but it didn't.
Yeah, hopefully it's not that bad on my end for me.
Oh no, I think it's a different kind of game, right? Like for you.
Yeah, yeah. Call of Duty, like I said, hit play again, you're back in the mix in 15 seconds. hardly any downtime, which is cool.
And this is still the Respawn one, right?
Yeah, it's still the Respawn one. So there's a game called Blood Hunt. You familiar at all? It's like that vampire BR.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I just started playing that game actually on stream a few days ago. That game is pretty wild. The movement mechanics is really satisfying.
Yes.
I feel like there is much of a skill, there's a much higher skill gap than a game like Warzone. However, the queue time, I'm sitting there for like 7 minutes in between games, and
you're like, I love you, community, but I don't like talking to you that much.
yeah, pretty much. It's like, so what's up, guys?
You know, it's awkward when we don't have a game to help us, clear the ice and to have something in common. That game is actually, I'm trying to think, I don't know if it was Lupo or whomever. That game is actually pretty ridiculous. But yeah, the community for it's a little lean right now.
Yeah, it could definitely use some juice.
It's been out for a while though, right?
Yeah, I believe they're dropping an update soon.
So hopefully maybe then you'll go back and maybe do a revisit.
Yeah.
Say, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah, I just started playing it the other day, so I'm definitely going to try to perfect my craft on it, so I have something else to play.
I mean, did your audience react pretty well when you stepped outside of your comfort zone?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, good. That's good.
Yeah, they're very supportive on whatever game.
Except for one guy, he wants you to peel him. I'm like, what's
Oh yeah, I don't know what was going on. Man got some bad sunburn or something. I don't know.
He's like, peel me. I'm like, no, that's okay.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. We're good. We're not gonna peel another human being. That's just not how we roll. Not here. Not ever. Okay, so I'm just getting here. Doing some quick and dirty cable management here.
Okay.
Keep things cleaned up. After this, we'll throw in a heart. We'll throw in your PSU and just kind of still got to do your blingy bling RGB fans.
Okay. Awesome.
Make sure you got all the thing is we want you to have as much RGB as humanly possible.
So I have more frames, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. You know how you're playing right now. I mean, you see that's a pretty solid frame rate now. But when you play with this, your eyes will literally bleed.
Oh, that's exactly what I wanted too. So it's good you made that reference.
Bleeding eyes is the goal for any build that we do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we've had to have a lot of streamers retire afterwards.
Awesome.
My eyes won't stop bleeding. Well, you know, we were pretty clear about our goals.
Nice. So the lighting inside, so we got a nice green to go with that case and whatnot.
Oh yeah. We'll make it. Well, I mean, when we're done. I mean,
Yeah.
when we turn it on the first time, it'll just be rainbow puke, right? Because that's just what you do. But yes,
Yeah.
when you get it and you turn it on and you show it to your fellow brethren at your house, and they'll all be like, "Wow, we should all be on Mod Workshop," and we'll be like, "Nope, you're not good enough." We'll turn them away.
Awesome.
And just be like, and then every time they send an email, and then you can just say it and be like, well, I was good enough.
We're cutting out?
That's what you should do. You should just tell them every time.
Oh, I think we're good now. Oh, we cut out for a moment.
Yeah,
or
I just said every time that they get the rejection letter, you can just go up to them and be like, I was good enough.
Yeah, no, that's something I would do too.
You're like, hey, I made the cut. How does it feel not to be as good as Knight?
And then I'll just tell them yo, they finally accepted you guys. Check your letters. We'll just say no again. That'll be even better.
You're like, I tried to pull some clout, but they have such a high bar. Not everybody could be Knight. Oh man. So when did you find out you were coming out to LA?
A few days ago. They were like, oh, surprise, and I was like, whoa. Okay, cool.
But you made it out?
Yeah, made it out quick and easy.
When'd you get in?
I got in yesterday.
Okay. Did you get some chronic tacos? What'd you have for?
I landed kind of late, and by then I was kind of beat.
Okay.
But
so
I wanted
6:30.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think I landed around 7:15ish. Got out of the airport.
Oh, and I remember you're East Coast time now, so that is actually relatively late for you.
Yeah. And then I had a bunch of Ubers cancel on me.
Oh, really?
At the airport, I guess they're like, ew, this guy plays Warzone. We don't want to pick him up.
They're like, Knight, I watch your streams all the time. Canceled.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck's going on, man?
I'm that guy that I'm Johnny, who you banned me for.
Yeah.
I was that guy.
So I stayed there, a little bit longer, and by then it was like, well, you could go to the Habit, and I was like, I'm down for a burger. I'll do it.
Habit Burger's actually pretty good.
Yeah, so I wasn't gonna complain about that. No worries.
Did you fly into LAX?
Where did I fly into? I think Orange
You
County,
flew to John
SNA.
Wayne.
Yeah, SNA,
that,
whatever. Yeah.
Dude, LAX, I would rather stab myself in the face than fly to that airport. I cannot stand
definitely
that
wouldn't want to
airport.
deal with that.
Oh my gosh! Like at least the Uber is on campus, and you don't have to take like a 6-hour bus drive with like 9,000 other people.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's like, oh yeah, no, let's make sure that this is like, if the bus crashes, like half the population of LA dies because that's how many people they get on the bus.
Yeah, no, for real. I definitely don't like dealing with that with the airports. Luckily, I was able to get like the TSA, like
pre-check.
Yeah, I got that. They were like, hey, do you want to wait in that line over there? I was like, what line? They were like, look, it wraps all the way around the airport, down the street, over the highway. I was like, oh, we're good. Sign me up.
Oh yeah, and you were out of Georgia. Did you fly out of Atlanta?
Yes.
Oh, that's a big airport.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's Delta Hub, right? So which is also pretty nice. So did you fly Delta here?
Yeah, Delta. It was actually not a long flight at all. I thought it'd be a little bit longer. It's like 4 hours, 45 minutes.
That's not too bad.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind flying from Atlanta. And the thing is like I think that's actually probably a good thing about where you live is just how nice of it's easy to fly in and out of.
Yeah. Yeah, not bad at all.
Okay, we've got your hard drive finally plugged into your motherboard. That's a good thing.
Awesome.
Slowly getting through your cables. We're almost to the point where I can actually start hooking up the critical components. But your cooler's on, so now that's in.
Let's go.
And then, so that, you kind of want your CPU to stay cool. That's kind of important. It's, little things, little things like having the PC work. It's part of the stipulations of your contract. I tried to get it out. Like, can we just build the PC, but the PC doesn't necessarily have to work? And they're like, no, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, if the CPU gets to like 700 degrees, I'll use it as like maybe like a tanning thing. Maybe it'll be warm enough to just tan my skin.
700 degrees, that would like literally just cook you. So like it'd be like an episode from like Dante's Peak, like guy gets cooked by PC. it seems like bad press for for all involved. So if you could not do that.
Yeah, no, you're right. My fault, guys. Totally joking.
Yeah, I try to cook myself. That seems fine. Okay, so we should have room here for your. I'm gonna put this. It's only got one thing plugged into it. It's kind of funny, but we're gonna put that right there. Okay. Still going pretty good on the games, though?
Yeah. I'm not, like, I'm dying in, like, after respawn dies, but we're getting some kills. I don't have, like I said, I don't have much game audio right now.
Oh.
But it's no biggie, I'm vibing.
I mean, yeah, until you go off, and then, like, you're like, we're going to hear about, like, the random crazy guy in downtown Orange County. Yeah,
you guys are going to have to deal with that one later on when I finally come to my senses, and I'm like, wow, I really didn't get game audio. They really did me like that.
He's all of a sudden, he's like naked and afraid in downtown Orange County. All the Bentleys are pulling over. Sir, I just give you some money. Just give me a controller and some game audio. That's all I need. That's all I want. Don't judge me. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's get this plugged in. Cool. There you go. Okay. So there's that. It'll be plugged in there. Okay, then now. So like I just got to get fans kind of squared away, and then we'll actually have all of the rest of this done.
Okay.
It's always the fun part where I'm just trying to route cables and get it all pretty.
Yeah,
so
cable
you're definitely not doing packs. Have you had other ones that you've wanted to like attend, like E3 or anything like that, or?
No, not really. Just COD events, to be honest. Like if I didn't make champs when I was competing, like I still wanted to go to champs because I still want to like support my fellow like like
people.
Yeah, like players that I'm friends outside of just the game, stuff like that. But
have you made a ton of good friends from the game?
Yeah, over the years, I definitely made some some friends. Might not be as connected as we were, but it was, I met some nice people.
Okay.
Great faces.
Do you have any enemies?
Yeah, I mean, everywhere, just everyone. It's only me. No, I don't think I have any enemies, but, you never know.
Do you have any, like, rivals?
In Warzone, not really.
You need to get one. It's a good story.
I'm going to create a storyline for sure.
You gotta do one, like, I don't know if you knew this, but, like, this guy, like, made a face at my mom, and ever since then, it's been cahoots. I don't know. It's a really bad story.
Yeah, it's actually a great idea.
You should. Just generate some drama. Like, if you know how they have, like, that F1 show on Netflix, now you can they'll have a Call of Duty one. Where they just generate some drama.
Yeah. See, that's what I need to do. I need to watch some F1.
Oh, there you go. It's a good show. It means it's good stuff, right? Like, I'm not going to take you away from that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with you. You should do that more.
Yeah, no, one of my good friends was also in my org, went to an F1 race a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know where he went exactly, but I know he went to one. He was trying to get me to watch it on Netflix and see if there was anything there.
If he was on it? You're like, dude, there was like 30 million people there. You weren't on the show. Back off.
He was trying to get me into it. I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot. I definitely will eventually.
Oh, F1, like, it's gotten way more popular ever since the show, right? Like that, there's a show called F1 Drive to Survive that came out, and it's made the show. It's definitely helped the popularity of F1 in the United States. It's been popular in the world forever, but
yeah,
the U.S. has gotten way more popular because of that show.
Mm-hmm.
So, definitely worth the watch. It's actually a very entertaining show.
For sure. Are you a car guy? You like cars?
Big car guy.
Oh, hold on. We cut out for a second. You said you're a car guy?
I am a big car guy, yes.
Awesome. So you familiar with the new Z06?
Oh yeah, the vet. Yes. And actually, it's funny because the president or owner of Koenigsegg said it was ridiculous. And I don't know if you know anything about Koenigsegg's. That's some high praise right there when you see a Koenigsegg, when the guy who made the Koenigsegg Agera and the 1-to-1 saying the Z06 is a sick car.
Yeah, it's that engine, man.
Yeah.
Naturally aspirated V8 competing with, Ferraris.
The thing is, I'm waiting for the Corvette. I'm waiting for the Corvette SUV, like the Lamborghini Urus. I don't know if you saw that Lamborghini just released their financial report. 65% of the cars that they sold were the SUVs.
Yeah, the Urus is really nice.
Yeah, we saw one on the street when we were driving today.
A little out of my pay grade, but maybe one day we'll.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you'll slum it in the Z06.
Yeah. In the meantime, I got the Z06 on standby.
That's a first world problem when that's your slum vehicle.
I'm totally kidding. I don't have one. I wish. I've been sitting here waiting for years, and that wait list that was like I think 4 or 5 years right now.
Yeah, we actually have somebody who's on the team over here who was like really wanted one, and then he finally decided to get on the wait list, and he was like, "Wait, what? How long is the wait list?" And then the dealer markups are actually pretty ridiculous right now on them too. Oh
yeah, I saw one that they marked it up like 90 over.
I know. That should be criminal.
Yeah, and the thing is, they got kind of flamed on the social media, and they went and told everyone on their list who had pre-ordered one, we're now giving it to you for sticker price because they got so much backlash.
Yeah, that's what you do. And then they just, or they're laughing all the way to the bank. They're like, yep, we are charging $90K over, and we don't care.
You show up, and it's
you don't have to buy it from us. And they're like, yeah, go buy it somewhere else. No, it's actually, I think like the dealer, the larger companies like Chevy and Ford are getting involved now because they're like, that's not cool. It's just not good press for them. So.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So is that like your car right there?
Yeah, I'm a big vet guy. My dad had one growing up, like a Grand Sport 2006,
okay.
I want to say. I've always liked the vets. I will say, like, I wasn't a fan of really like the Stingray that much.
Right.
I was more of a the 2014-15 body. I like that with the Z06. Body was really nice.
It is really nice.
I like that one.
I know a lot of people were worried when they went mid-engine with the vet. Yeah. No, it's I'm really excited to see. I'm really excited. I've yet to see one on the road.
Yeah, I've seen videos of them on the road, and I'm just like, wow, that looks amazing. Where's mine?
Yeah. And then you're just like, hey, listen. I got this free Modern Warfare PC. Maybe you want it, and I can take your Z06.
You're like, wow, that's a great trade. I'll give you 2.
I'll give you 2. It's built by Robeytech. Oh, well, 3 then.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, it's a nice car for sure. So yeah, but so other ones that you're looking at, or is that pretty much it?
Oh, that's pretty much it. I owned Camaros in the past, SS, LT1, which is like that, you know, more like just, I mean, same body shape, but
right.
Same engine. However, like the cosmetics and like the sport package and the super sport was definitely more appealing than the LT1. But I love manual transmission cars, and
right.
I felt like I just needed one. You know, when the car market went back up and they were like, hey, we're actually going to pay you to take your car.
Oh, yeah,
You know, I was like, okay, I'll get my
You're like,
money back.
I'm in on that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so ever since then, I haven't needed a car, really. You know, full-time content at home, don't leave much.
You don't go outside.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't touched grass since, you know, I was rolled around in it. As a baby, but
like you've gone out, like you came outside and like actually had had to wear sunglasses because you were worried that the seeing the sun for the first time would burn your retinas.
Exactly. See, you know me so well. That's exactly how it went down and everything. I was, like I said,
Come watch Night, sponsored by Ray-Ban.
I do love Ray-Bans.
Yeah, not an ad. Yeah, it's a good car. It's a pretty car. Like, no, I love vets. I do like. I'm a Porsche guy though. And
okay. So like the 911.
Actually, no. So the one that I've been looking forward to is supposed to be announced at LA Auto Show. It's the Spider RS. So it's the RS version of the 718 Spider, and it's supposed to be the GT3 RS engine inside of the 718. So it's supposed to be a manual transmission, 500 horsepower, weighs about as much as a go-kart.
Oh wow, that's going to be great.
And it is a convertible. So it's made by the GT team, but because it's not the GT team, rumor is they're not going to put the PDK in it. It'll actually be a manual transmission, which was like the 718 I used to own. So I had the 718 is just the GT4. It's a GT4 version. So freaking tastic car, probably one of the most fun cars I ever had to drive, and so I miss it because we sold it just in preparation for this one to come out. So
yeah,
absolutely love those cars.
That's one thing I wish was, I mean, like whatever car I have from here on out, like I really wanted to be a manual because I loved manual cars. My first car was a manual, and then like the next 2 I had were as well, but I don't believe the new Z06 even have it in manual transmission. I'm pretty sure. I think it's just automatic.
Same thing with like the more high end even Porsches, right? They're all PDK, because I mean honestly they're just like, for them to really race they can't. They're just, believe it or not, manual's too slow.
Yeah, for sure.
And yes, I agree. The visceralness of driving a manual is significantly better, but you know, when it comes to, hey, I care about how well I'm going to do on the track, then you need to get over yourself and understand the computer's just going to do it better. Just like this computer we're building right here.
Yep.
That's how it is. So I hope everybody's enjoying the stream. To give you guys an update, so I am Robeytech, and we are here on Intel Mod Workshop. We're currently working through a build for him. Let's talk about the parts real quick while we're waiting, and we're just kind of going through it. So the system we're building this system for him. It's a Modern Warfare system in celebration of Modern Warfare 2 coming out in September. It's got a Intel Core i9 12900K. It's got a Gigabyte Z690 Aorus motherboard. For our storage, we've got a 1 terabyte Intel 660p NVMe SSD. And then lastly, we've also got that Aorus DDR5 RAM. We've got a 8 terabyte Seagate Iron Wolf Pro drive. We've also got a Lianli o11 Dynamic XL that's been customized from the team at CLX for Modern Warfare. And then we've got the cooler is the Corsair iQ H150 Elite Capellix 360mm AIO to keep that 12900K nice and frosty. And then lastly, we've got an EVGA Supernova 1000 G6 power supply to keep it powered. So that is the build as it exists right now, and we're just kind of at the tail end here because I'm hooking up the last kind of cables. And we're gonna get the power supply in and the GPU in, and then we're gonna turn it all on. So I'm going pretty quick here and getting it done. But it's always one of these. These are some of those showcase builds. Like, I mean, honestly, this is what we call a TikTok build, because like this is the build that everybody loves to see because they're just so pretty. So you're getting like one of those showcasey pretty builds
Awesome.
that everybody loves. And we're just gonna finish wiring it up here on the last like little bit of wiring for your fans. It's always fun. That's one thing I really like about the Lee & Lee o11 fans is just how easy they are to wire up. Because it's only 2 cables per 3 fans instead of what's the usual. Every fan has a cable. So I know you're like you have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm
do
telling
know
you
what you're talking about.
It's very spectacular.
To an extent.
Yeah.
I did replace fans in my PC once.
Yeah, so they're like they can be the bane of your existence or not, and so these make it less baneful. If that's even a word, baneful. I don't know. We'll have to see if that's even a word. But I've decided I'm inventing that word, baneful, less baneful. So that's
awesome.
what we're working on right now. Just getting the last of this stuff kind of cleaned up here, so we can put it on with the PSU and be done. But yeah, still no W's yet though, huh?
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Let's just go back to the Porsche.
Going from there. What is so tell me about some of the top streaming moments you've had. Like what are some of your favorite streaming moments?
Okay.
Like
well,
I'd love it. Like again, there's got to be some really great ones, right? Like
yeah,
as long as you've been streaming, right?
So,
what are some of your favorites?
During like World War II, there was us being open bracket players, amateur players, not in the pro league. If you placed high enough in the 2Ks, you'd be entered into like a challenge, like a pro league challenge where you play the pro league teams for the end of the tournament to decide like who's winning. And it was really good because a lot of eyes were on you, depending on what team you were playing. And I mean, I'm sure you know of Optic Gaming.
Oh yes,
and
of
at
course.
that point, it was like Crim and Scump and Formal and Karma, and playing that team was a lot of fun. I was really excited to play them, and none of them were streaming it. So when I went live, it was like boom, 8,000 people in there, and I was like, oh, pressure's on.
Yeah.
Pressure's definitely on.
Yeah.
But that was really cool to we lost, but we had some good maps. We went map 5, which is last
That's
map.
That's pretty good though.
Yeah, it was a really cool experience. That was one of my top moments, and winning some of the big like Rebirth Warzone tournaments and having a lot of nice clutches in my time was definitely a lot of fun. And I would say like the best moments are really just like seeing like the growth of everything,
Right.
like from from the beginning of when I swapped to Warzone, and just seeing like how many people have found their way into the community and haven't left has definitely been like the greatest moment, I'd say, as a streamer. It's just the growth.
When you made that switch, were you a little nervous though? Like
100%.
Yeah.
I was frightened because I devoted my life to like this, and for a year straight after, I mean, there used to be like 200, 300 people in the stream, and like that was awesome to me,
Yeah.
like that was a cool experience to share with those people. But when I was moving, I stopped streaming for like 3 or 4 weeks, and I came back and I was like,
I hope people are showing up.
yeah, I mean, I was like, wow, it is what it is. It's like I kind of had to hit the reboot. Plus, the content form I was going with was much different. I played competitive COD, so people watched me for that. Switching to Warzone, it's like a whole different community. People are like, who are you?
Right.
And I'm just like, oh, I actually play video games professionally at one point. I love Call of Duty, so we're on Warzone now. But
People stuck through it, huh?
yeah. Some people definitely stayed with me, but just obtaining that audience who really enjoy Warzone, and now them just loving to watch me do watch paint dry or put paste on CPUs, even just stuff like that has definitely been
Like all the
cool.
things that we're doing, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a really unique thing, but I was definitely frightened along the way.
Well,
the
I'm glad to see that it's worked out for you, and to have you joining us now and building PCs and all that sort of stuff. These neat little like additional things you get to be a part of,
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Like I said, when I was told I was gonna be flying out here for this, I was like, get out of here! Like, what? What are we? Hello? This is awesome. This is a really cool experience.
Yeah. And then now we're getting very close to actually having this PC done.
Okay.
So we're just I'm getting the power supply in here in just a second, and then we'll just got to wire up some pretty RGB cables, and then we'll be at GPU set.
Awesome.
I'm hoping, you know, the one thing that could slow this down, unfortunately, is we have, if the GPU cables end up being backwards.
Oh.
But I'm hoping they're not.
Uh-huh.
So we'll find out here pretty quick if that is going to be a thing. So we'll know here pretty fast. First, we're going to get all this stuff ready to go. It's going pretty fast from there. And do you think? I mean, honestly, just genuine question, right? Like, if you get used to a certain controller, do you think that has a lot to do with just kind of how things?
Oh,
100%.
100%.
I mean, it's got to, right?
100%. So, like, me not having my Control Freak when it's all I've been using for the last, like, 10 years of my life is definitely, it's definitely, like, a different feeling on the controller.
Right. It's got it, right?
Yeah, plus the PS5 controller, like, it might not seem like a big difference, but it's definitely a different controller.
Right.
I feel like I got a lot more control over the PS4 controller. Plus, I play what's called Claw.
Oh,
if you're familiar.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
So I play Claw, so it's just it's a different feeling for sure.
Well, I appreciate you rolling with the punches.
Of course.
And still coming in there and giving it your best.
Yeah, no, I'm having a great time nonetheless. Even if
you're
the games
playing
are
COD.
chopped. Yeah, I'm playing COD.
Like, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
But then you fly back when, tomorrow, or?
I actually fly back tonight, later on tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, quick turnaround, you know, in and out.
Just get in, get out.
Yeah.
Get your PC built.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I'm done, guys. I'm out of here.
I would have definitely liked to stay longer if some of the people I knew out in California were out here, but since everyone's mostly on the northern side, it made that kind of hard. So.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you're like, get back to streaming.
Yeah, get back to streaming.
And they're in the northern side just because they live in that area.
Yes. Yeah.
I think the other thing too is that like I have a couple creators. I was like, oh, it'd be good to catch up with you because I'm here for a couple days because we got another episode tomorrow for people wanting to tune in. Another really great build, but they're all getting prepped to go to PAX. Like, a lot of them are already starting their PAX journeys because that's like this weekend.
Yeah, like I said, I've never been to one of those events. Can you tell me a little bit about it? Like, what goes on?
So the only thing is like, imagine a ton of gaming people who don't wear deodorant.
Oh, that's actually.
But
I need to go.
Outside of that, no, they're pretty spectacular. I mean, it's board gaming, it's video gaming, it's everything all gone together. It's like it's been around forever. It was like the first series that they kind of, like, the one thing I really like about PAX is, before you had to go to something like E3 to get your hands on some of these earlier game builds and stuff like that. And so I think the team at PAX was like, look, we need to have something so the public can get a chance to kind of get their hands on some of these games. And so PAX was born. They can be really crowded, but in terms of the activities and stuff like that, you get to see, a lot of people get to see games they wouldn't typically have had a chance to. I really like the BYOC area because there's like bring your own computer, and you can see some really amazing people who just get together and play games all night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Which is pretty cool. It's like one of those things I really wish I had time to do. Like, I was like, oh, I'd love to just be in the BYOC, but unfortunately, I'm kind of like you. It's like I need to stream and do all that stuff too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, that's cool. They also lots of panels. So we're doing a panel on Friday that's like a how to build a good LAN PC and a good LAN PC and what that looks like. And I have some really great panelists who are joining me, and that's part of their Intel Insider Community Challenge that's kind of coming up. So there's some really great panels. There's just a lot of different content, a lot of variety for pretty much everybody. There's cosplaying.
Nice.
There's just a huge segmentation of the audience who comes to these things, and I think it's just cool to see the variety of people. And then I'm also playing Hearthstone on the main stage at Intel as well. So that's like kind of my jam, is playing some Hearthstone, which is always super cool.
Nice.
So
well, that would be fun.
We could be BattleNet friends. But then you're going to leave me for Steam.
Yeah.
Of course, I play a lot of games on Steam too, but
Yeah, no, there's some good games on there for sure.
Yeah, there's pretty much good games on most of the platforms, except for Epic. They're just free. Just kidding.
Yeah, Fortnite, man. Fortnite was fun for me at one point in time.
Oh, you did? So you did play some?
Yeah, I played some Fortnite towards the beginning. That was during like COD, World War II, I think. That's when Fortnite dropped, if I'm not mistaken. But I remember getting on there, running around, and then out of nowhere, like I stopped playing it, and I come back a few months later, and I'm getting boxed up by, you know, people who are still in elementary school getting laughed at, clowned on their YouTube videos. I'm like, okay, you guys win. I'm out of here.
Yeah, you're like, this is not the community. And I think that's been one of the problems that like a lot of people kind of had with the Fortnite crowd is like it dropped to much younger, which I mean like it just, you know, there was a certain level of like, hey, you know, I expected a certain level of respect, you know, when I played with people, and that did not exist because those kids had not been taught it yet. And some of them ever get taught that.
Yeah.
Apparently. So, but, you know, I am grateful for what Fortnite did, both for esports and then also just for making gaming even more mainstream. I mean, you think about, like, what it has done from just a sheer, almost community standpoint. It did bring gaming to even a more mainstream level, right?
Yeah.
Like, people like Ninja, and now people are like, who is that? But it's just interesting, right? Like that whole thing.
Yeah, no. If one game pops, you know, like it's good for gaming in general. It doesn't matter what game it is. I feel like if it has to do with esports, and like even if it's a game I don't personally enjoy, like if a game's succeeding, it's good for the future of gaming itself, and I support gaming till the end.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like regardless, it's like the old saying that a rising tide floats all boats,
Yeah.
so to speak, and that is still true, even when it's Fortnite.
Yeah.
You're like, even Fortnite still rises, even Fortnite still rises, you know, makes everybody happy.
Yep.
And it does. There's still a lot of people who really enjoy Fortnite, but it definitely seems like, you know, you were talking about like even Call of Duty from a plateau standpoint. It feels like we're kind of there with Fortnite, and there was a time when I think people were like, is this ever gonna get there? So, I don't know, we'll have to see. I mean, I'm sure Fortnite can come up with some cool things and really kind of bring that back to life too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's really hard for a game like to stay at the top for like that long, you know? Fortnite was massive when it dropped, and even for a few years, you know, it was massive. I feel like there's definitely been like hype die around it. I feel like the same kind of happened with Warzone, not on the same scale, because I feel like I'm pretty sure Fortnite is just like, you know, you know, it was much more poppin', but
it's funny because I think Fortnite for FPS is kind of like World of Warcraft was for MMOs. So it's kind of same thing, right? Like there was a time when it's like, you know, the game still had like, you know, 10, 20 million people playing it, you know, and you're just like,
yeah, that's actually absurd. Like that many people playing a video game is crazy.
Yeah, so all cool stuff, and again, excited to see what else starts to pop, right? Like as new games come out and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, it's so funny, right? Because if you really realize, like when Fortnite came out originally, it was PUBG, and then Fortnite took what PUBG did and just then made it approachable and not buggy.
Cutting out again. Of course it cuts out, like that whole last sentence. I didn't catch that one.
Oh, I was just talking about how PUBG, like Fortnite kind of took PUBG. Like PUBG was really kind of the iconic battle royale title until like Fortnite came out and did the same thing. Because originally Fortnite was a single player or like a co-op zombie defense game. I don't know if you remember that.
No, I actually don't.
Yeah, Fortnite originally was not a battle royale game.
Oh,
it was a zombie defense game.
What the heck?
And you built a base, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was not that at all.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was not a. And then PUBG, they basically changed the entire game and released the iteration as it is now, and then it became the Fortnite that you know now. But yeah, and that version of the game is still in there, the base building survival game.
It's awesome. It's awesome that they were able to do a turnaround like that, for sure.
Oh yeah, it's like one of those crazy stories, and then of course there was litigation and all that other stuff, right? But
yeah,
they're like, PUBG was like, you stole my idea, like they do. Okay, gotta get this one. Come on. Don't do this to me. I gotta get this done. Why is this not going in? We're getting it done. Okay, there you go. Okay, now is like we're on the last little bits here. Plugging in your power.
You said you're on the last part?
I'm on the last little bits, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta get your GPU in, your last couple cables, and then we will be finished.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it's looking pretty good. Probably about 20 minutes, I'd say tops.
I better get a win before this.
Yeah, you got. Yeah,
ends.
I'm adding pressure to you now.
Yeah, like I'm holding conversation, don't have my controller, don't have much audio, and I'm just sitting here just
crying,
getting kicked from everywhere,
crying,
just crying. You know, that's what's happening right now.
This is your life as it is.
This is adversity right here.
Yeah, this is what we need. You're gonna overcome.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a song that's gonna be playing in here. We have a Juilliard level cellist who can write you an original song by the time the show's over. He's going to be able to play for you. It's just going to really inspire you.
Awesome.
You wait. I can't wait to hear it. He's working on it right now. I'm going to have it live here at the end of the show. He's going to bring, and the other two is they're going to bring you out your controller at the very end too.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Like they're going to be like, oh, we actually had it the whole time. We had it flown in. We just wanted to see what you did.
Oh man, that's great.
That's how they roll here. It's all about the hazing. Okay. Okay, first RGB controller in.
Enemy cluster strike. Watch your heads.
More. And we need one more RGB controller. Oh, we need our GPU. Okay. Put this in.
Loadout drop inbound.
Go. I don't need this. There it is. Oh, just there. Oh, you got killed on the stairs.
You said there it is as I got hit by a rocket launcher.
Yeah, I just like came around. I was like, okay, GPU time, and then I was like, oh no. Then you got killed, and I was like, I felt like you were kind of thinking I was calling you out, but it was complete. It was not. It was a rare, just coincidence.
Oh man, that's just amazing. Oh, he still has the rocket out. Look at you. Are you having fun, buddy? No, look at you.
Now, do you have other guys on your team?
No, I'm playing solos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would play quads if I had my controller and I could hear like footsteps, but I feel like this is the best. This is the best I could do at the moment.
Yeah. No, you're like, look, this is what we can do. This is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. I don't mind solos.
You just like playing COD.
Yeah, exactly.
Like as long as I'm playing COD, everything is right with the world.
Yep.
So what is tacos your favorite food? Like what are some of your favorite other?
It's gonna be some Wagyu steak, some A5.
Whoa,
yeah, you know, I like my Wagyu.
Okay, some of us can only eat at Denny's, dude. But okay,
I do like, you know, ribeye, tomahawk ribeye is nice.
Okay, so you're like a bit of a steak guy.
Yeah, I like steak. I like pizza.
Okay, pizza. That's
I'll do pasta too. I mean, I like a lot of different stuff. However, when I'm out and about and I see a Mexican food restaurant, and I'm just like, man, I'm sure they got the best tacos that I'm gonna find today. I need those.
Oh, guy, we just got a W. I just want to let you know. We got a W because these are the correct orientation, which makes me happy. I don't have to like completely take this apart to
awesome
to do this, which is like I was a little nervous because sometimes you're like, okay, who are you gonna wire this for? But apparently, Boris works.
Let's go. Perfect.
You're in the top
But yeah,
10,
no, I definitely I like a lot of different food. You know, sushi, another great one. Love my sushi.
Have you like what's your favorite flavor of birthday cake? Like if somebody's like, hey,
hold on 1 second. Cut out again. What was that?
What's your favorite birthday cake flavor?
Ooh, I like tiramisu or creme brulee when it comes to like a cake.
Okay. Those are neither one of those are cakes. Oh, well, I guess tiramisu is kind of...
Tiramisu is a cake, but like When you say birthday cake, I think about what I normally would want on my birthday.
Yeah, like it's so. Like,
If not, I do like, you know, mint chocolate chip, ice cream.
Okay.
Mint type thing, you know, mint chocolate chip with some ice cream, or you know, just triple chocolate, you know, something like that.
so you're like a big chocolate guy?
Yeah, or you know those like pizza cookies, you know what I'm talking about?
No. What's a pizza cookie?
Oh, really? It's it's in the shape of a pizza, and it's like a cookie, and you cut slices that are like pizza slices.
Oh, like a yeah. They
Zucchini?
have
Wait,
no.
wait, why did I just say zucchini?
I don't know why you said zucchini.
Yo, don't worry.
Zuki, like they have like the
Yeah.
pizookie.
The pizookie, yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Zucchini. I was like, man, I don't know what kind of cookie you're eating, dude, but okay.
that's, you know, the healthy alternative.
Yeah, and tastes terrible.
Yeah, that too. The pizookies are nice.
Yeah, BJ's, isn't that what that place is called? Yeah.
Yeah, BJ's sells a pizookie. Yeah.
Yeah, pizookies are good. I gotta say, those are tasty. Those are definitely tasty. Like with a little ice cream on it. Mint chocolate chip and chocolate would actually be pretty good as a pizookie.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's one of my favorite combinations right there. What about you? What kind of food you like?
Oh, my favorite is Mexican. Like I'm an enchilada fiend.
Oh, okay.
And that's why one of the reasons I continue to come back to this show, not because of how mean they are to me all the time and mentally abuse me, you know, like most of the crew here does. Paul's like terrible. He just makes fun of me the whole time.
Shout out Paul, man.
Yeah, shout out to Paul. He's like, shout out to Paul for abusing him. No, but no, enchiladas, like chronic tacos out here. Like I don't know. I like Mexican food a lot.
Yeah.
So
It's
and
great.
And it's out. It's and like one of my favorite places is actually out in Texas. And they have a place called Chewy's
Chewy's
in Austin. So yeah. Okay, this thing is gonna behave here. You're gonna behave here. Let's go in. So there we go. Okay. This giant GPU is in.
Nice.
It is so big. So big. So thick. But it looks so good in this build. Okay. There we go. Let's run this last cable here to the back, and then I just got to hook up these power cables, and then that's it.
Awesome.
There's one more. I think the thing is I got to figure one thing out. I just realized is like we might be light on USB connections, but we'll find that out here in just a second. First world problems. You got too much awesome in your build.
Gas is closing in.
Okay.
Relocating the
Close. Grab this last part. The rest of this is not important. And then, see what happens from here. Still, you close to a W, you think, or?
I just won a game, actually.
Wait, what?
I just won.
I missed it.
I had to lock it in for a second to make sure I didn't end with Giselle's.
Like you just won.
Yeah, mid gunfight, I was like, oh yeah, I got this. I got this.
That's what we needed. There we go. See, everything is coming together.
Nice.
Let's make music together. I don't know why I'm singing that song, but sure. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Okay.
So, you said you like Mexican food. Have you ever had birria tacos?
Ooh, no, I have not. Are they good here?
Oh.
Ooh,
Well,
yeah.
it's actually just a kind of taco. You can have it anywhere.
Okay,
sells
okay.
it.
I just thought like maybe this was like the name of a place.
No. It is quite the delicacy.
Okay.
I will say. I feel like if you enjoy Mexican food, you would have to try it.
Okay.
You know, you definitely have to ask for them wherever you feel like has good Mexican food. Be like, yo, you guys got these? And then you got to let me know. You got to report back.
Okay, I will. I will report back to you.
Yeah.
With full confidence.
And if you don't like it, you could activate that switch you have that, like, destroys my PC and crumbles it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, and remember when you led me astray, young gentleman? And then your PC stops working. You're like, okay, I guess you didn't like those. That sucks.
Yeah.
I really liked my PC. Okay, so I'm gonna hook up this last box, and then we can take a quick break and have you come turn it on.
All right. Awesome.
As soon as I figure out where I'm gonna put this box. So many boxes, so little time. Okay, oops, I just threw garbage into another person's PC box. That's good. That's really nice of me. Okay, let's get this in. We are almost there. This is like the fun time. Just gonna kind of plug in your last little cables and turn this puppy on here shortly. Okay. And the good thing, what I'm doing is I'm stacking, for those of you who are watching, like, how does a cable management work? What we're doing is we're stacking cables. Essentially, the way that the o11 works is it doesn't have like a nice, large, big area to cable manage. So what you do is you stack them in the center, so that way when you put the cable thing on, it's all hidden. So that's what we're working on right now, just to make sure. So you won't. It'll actually look like there's little to no cables inside it. So they still wired it very nicely, just to keep things clean. But finish this up here in just a second. And then, guys, for people who don't know, when we are done here, that is not all of the programming happening on Intel. There's more going on, right? I think Intel's playing Call of Duty after this, right? Oh, sorry. Oh, MapleStory. That is very different than Call of Duty. Intel's playing MapleStory. So, which is, I've heard good things about that. I heard they're making a comeback, some big updates. So that's going to be happening here on the Intel Twitch channel, yeah? Yep. So that's going to be happening afterwards. There is more content still to come. Even if you're done with Night and I, you've got some more stuff to watch even afterwards. So you want to tune in for something just a little bit different. I would say MapleStory is about as different as you can get from Call of Duty. But great. I know a lot of people really like that game. And a lot of streamers actually started with MapleStory. You ever played that one, Night?
I can confidently say I've never even heard of MapleStory.
Oh wow! Okay. It's a game. No, it is. I mean, like, it really is a game. No, but it's if I'm not mistaken, because I've actually never played it, I have heard of it. It is a lot like Stardew Valley, right? Am I right? If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. It is also an MMO. Like you do play with a lot. There is a big community of people who play it. It came out a while ago. It's not been out. It's been out for a while.
Gotcha.
But I might be completely I might be completely just like destroying the community right now. They're like, this guy needs to stop talking about MapleStory like he knows anything.
Yeah, definitely going to be some MapleStory fans out there coming crazy.
Yeah, they're going to be like, you don't even know what MapleStory is. And you are there's a special place in Valhalla, not for you. Because you made fun of MapleStory. I'm going to get to heaven and Heimdall's going to be like, listen, buddy, you don't even know what MapleStory is. You're going back to hang out with Hades. Because we're all Vikings. So what's you got any big special streams coming up or anything like that in the next little while? Or?
Yeah, actually I do.
Okay.
The biggest Warzone tournament to date, it's on the September 7th World Series of Warzone. That's what they call it.
Oh, that's a cool name.
Yeah, it's a $600,000 prize pool.
Okay.
Trios, customs amongst the best players in the game. That's going to be a lot of fun to play, and I'm excited for that.
That seems cheap, $600K. That seems,
I could finally, maybe, if I win, I might be able to convince someone to let me get the Corvette.
Yeah, maybe you'll be like, look, don't you want the winner to drive around in this car? I mean, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Feels like something you can reach out on social media and be like, hey, I just won this tournament in front of over 80 people. Come on, let me drive the car.
Yeah, so we got that coming up. Other than that, not much.
Okay.
Not much. That's definitely the one, and I mean that's like
that's
a few
not
days
small.
away.
I mean that's not small. Like what you're talking about is not small. So are you practicing right now, or is that like what?
We are supposed to be practicing, but
I'm here.
Well, yeah, but I'm here. No, it's more so like they decided to take custom games out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, before the biggest tournament that they're hosting. So, a lot of big creators are not too happy about that when they could, when they want to be practicing and getting scrims in to kind of prepare for this tournament. And, we're unable to at the moment.
It's funny. I use that term. I said scrim. And somebody's like, what is that term? And I'm like, dude,
really?
That's like, yeah, I was like, you've never heard of scrimming? And then they were like, I thought I had gone insane and maybe I just made up a word. So I'm really glad you said that word.
Yeah,
I was like,
no, scrimming, I mean, was hearing that when I was playing baseball, when I was, you know,
Yeah.
just able to walk.
And somebody was like,
Scrimmages.
The guy was, yeah, scrimmage. That's what it's short for. Thank you.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, that's a word. And they're like, I don't think that's a word. I'm like, no, it's a word. And then I was like, is it a word? Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
no, it's an unofficial match, just a, you know, still a team versus team or whatever, you know, category. So it's, you know, it's a form of playing against something in preparation, practice. Scrimmage.
Scrimmage. Thank you. I was like, I didn't remember what it was short for, but I'd used the word, and somebody's like, I've never heard that word. And I was like, nope, it's a word. And then I started to feel really stupid. Maybe it's not
don't
a word,
worry.
but thank you.
I got
Thank you.
your
You got my back. I'm going to find out who that was. I'm going to go back and rewatch every episode of Mod Workshop and find out who said that, and then I will tweet at them and be like, look, it's a word. And they'll be like, I'm pretty sure it's not a word. And then we'll both find out we're not right. I'm just kidding. Okay, there we go. Okay, last cable manage.
I just absolutely world starred this guy. I hope the fans and supporters seen that live. I got absolutely fried.
Absolutely just.
He's
that
gonna be
guy is
like, look,
literally,
Mom, I'm on TV. He just trick shotted me.
And then the guy's like crying all the way home. I had my one moment. And he took it away from me.
Unfortunate.
No, sorry. Sorry, buddy. Get a new job. You're going to be a paralegal for the rest of your life. You're doomed to it. Dude, little do you know that one guy, that was his one chance. His mom was like, okay, if you win this game, I'll support you. She's like, nope, that's it. You're going to be a paralegal. Just like your father.
For real, that's just how it goes. That's how my parents were. It's like, listen, if you don't win this Fortune's Keep game, you're nothing to us forever.
You have to go quit your job and work at Dick's Sporting Goods.
I wouldn't mind working at Dick's growing up. You know, I'd get some deals on some
Quality sporting
some
things.
baseball stuff. You know,
Maybe
I
getting a
wouldn't mind.
badminton like
a
like,
badminton set.
like Linus's, like become an international renowned badminton player. Like name another international renowned badminton player.
But he got discounts on the salmon eggs. You know, for when I go fishing.
Yeah.
It would have been great.
I mean, I feel like if they're looking at a potential like sponsorship right now, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. They might be calling you later.
Yeah.
Like we had no idea Knight was so into us.
I'm gonna go open up my mailbox, my PO box. There's gonna be like 100 cases of salmon eggs and bait and tackle ready for my next fishing trip.
They're gonna be like, if you could just wear this logo T-shirt on your next 3 streams, lifetime supply of salmon eggs.
I'm sold.
I thought you would be. And we have a little surprise for you here at Intel Gamer. No, just kidding. I hope one day that maybe we get to do something like that, like almost have one of those like big, like, hey, surprise for you. You've been signed. You know what I mean? Or like something like that, like live on the show.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah, we should get that lined up, Paul.
Next time.
Get on
Yeah,
it.
let's just do it today, honestly, while I'm here.
Yeah,
We could just kill 2 birds with one stone.
Yeah, oh, yeah, like that's what we need. Like, oh, and you remember how you were talking about that Z06 that you really wanted? I'm just kidding, we got it for you. And it's right out front.
Yeah.
So not only do you get this really sick PC that I can't get the RGB plugged into for the last 10 minutes, but you also get the Z06.
I'm going to ask if I could trade it for 100 sessions of pasting CPUs.
Oh, dude, come on, don't tease me. That's like a moment.
Yeah.
Literally, this is not going in, and it's annoying. Hey, you remember that one connection that you had issues with?
Yes.
That one at the
3
bottom?
pin
Yeah,
with the missing
I'm working
thing.
on one of those right now, and it's doing the same thing.
I was traumatized going for it. I just felt like the pin was going to come flying out. We were going to look at each other like, well, you're fired. Even though you weren't hired, you're fired now. And I was going to walk home with no PC, no controller, no game audio.
All of the things that you don't, yeah, it's like the only thing that you got is you successfully were able to plug that in. Outside of that, this is, wow, come on. I'm going to just have to lay it down. I don't want to, but I'm going to have to just to get this stupid cable on. Yeah, so you still don't have game audio, huh?
I mean, not much. But like I said, it's really no big deal. If I'll let some people fry me.
It was so I don't know if you know about this, but every mod workshop we have like this wheel, and it's like a wheel of difficulty.
Oh.
And we determine what you don't get. And yours was no game audio. So congratulations.
I mean, it is there. It's just a little
well,
faint.
we were being a little kind to you because you kept bringing it up.
Yeah, that's actually very generous of you guys to let me hear a footstep every 20 engagements.
Yeah, he's literally over there just with the volume slider, turning it off and on every 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, well, guys, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, bring him back, get the PC on, and go from there. We have a completed PC, and we are ready to go. So we're going to take a quick 5-minute break and come right back.
Awesome.
Ugh. Back. Now, you guys remember I was talking to you guys about the cable management. This is what I was talking about. You just stack it because when you're done and you put the cover on, look at that. It looks absolutely clean. So you cannot, like, you just get it so it looks nice and then the boxes look good and then it looks nice and clean. So it looks really, really clear and clean like that, and then you have a clean build. But now it's time to put it back together because I told you, man, this GPU is thick, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start putting the PC back together, and then we'll turn it on.
All right.
First and foremost, we have this really rad back panel. So just put the covers on it. There we go. So slide there. There's the, and check this out. Check out just that artwork on there. Like absolutely fantastic looking on the back there. So that's going to slide right back on. There we go. That's on.
Nice.
Next up, we have the first of the artworked ones. There it is at CLX. That's super, super good looking. So we're gonna put that right here. Slides right down, just like that. And then we're gonna have you, before we turn this part in, we're gonna add, we can obviously see where they've some cleaning here. I'm gonna have you add a sticker right here. Where is the sticker? Where is the Intel? I took it out. That is not it. It's in here, probably. Thought I had it out already. Sorry.
Mesmerizing.
I know, it looks really cool, right?
Yeah, so cool. This case is sick.
Yeah, they did.
I love this green in the front where like the USB ports and the headphone jacks are. It's so nice. Very cool.
It's just such a great system.
Yeah.
It also came out so super clean. Okay, I guess we don't have the sticker, so I apologize. But we'll not worry about it because we want to make sure we get to the other stuff. So we're going to slide this on. Now there's no peel, unfortunately, because they've already peeled it off. There we are right there. Okay, and last part, the last little Modern Warfare bit right here. And there it is, the last super, super sick looking. So just pop that in. And it is done. There is the system 100% ready to get turned on. So if you want to grab, you should have a power cable. There it is right there.
Okay.
You're going to just plug that in right there. Yep. And then flip that little power switch right there. Okay, and then on the front should be the power.
Okay.
Right here. Whoa. Well, I think we probably have a loose power cable, so let me just check that one more time because it's definitely on. Whoa, that's like jammed in there. Oh. Whoa. The power button's jammed in there. Okay, let me check the power switch real quick and then we'll go from there. This is always the fun part. That guy called it. Okay, 1 second, guys. We're just going to check that the power switch cable is in. Ugh. It's usually one of these that ends up being not right. Whoa. That's good. That was a power switch cable, right? And power switch, okay.
Sound guy was almost too ready.
Oh, they're always ready.
Except for my game audio.
Yeah. Okay, all the cables are connected. So we'll just test this one more time.
Okay.
Oh, let's make sure this is on. Yeah, that would help.
Oh.
Freaking power switch wasn't on the freaking bar.
We knew that.
Yeah, there we go.
We were just
okay,
testing.
well, that would help. We didn't turn the power switch on the power bar. Okay, well, that would help too. It's like they were ready. They knew that the power switch wasn't on. Okay, there it is. Okay, now let's try this. And then hit that power switch again now.
Okay.
Nope. Is it turning on?
I don't know.
Well,
So.
I feel like this power button is jammed. Okay, I'm gonna have to jump it. Which is the only other way. That switch is on, right? Are we getting any power on the board at all? I'm not seeing any board power. That's usually what I'm worried about. Okay, one more time. We're gonna just try and jump it to see if that works. And just see if it might be a power switch issue. Okay. You get my phone. There it is. Okay. Well, guys, I'm afraid we might actually have a dead motherboard. Yep, as bad as that sounds. I'm just checking to see. I'm going to check a couple more power connections just to make sure that we don't have something else. And then I'll just check in the back real quick. But I think we actually have a dead motherboard. This cable was also a pain, so I'm wondering if it might be something that this one.
We could always try putting it in rice if nothing else works.
Yeah. I got water on it. I spit on it.
So this is supposed to be off right here, this little thing?
Yeah, that's off.
Okay.
That's just the economy mode.
Gotcha.
Man, this cable is like the worst. Okay, let's see if maybe it's this. We're going to try. This would be the third time in 30-something episodes. Wow, come on. You just can't. Okay. Okay, let's try this one more time. So make sure that's good. Yep. I think we may, guys. Okay, so we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. I'm going to see if I can figure out what's going on. And then if we come back, hopefully we'll have it on. See you guys in 5.
the rain could, no, the rain could.
Look at that, it works. So we did find the build. It was a one loose cable on the power switch. So once we got that fixed, it plugged in and it was absolutely fine. So it is in, it is running, and it is loading. So we're gonna basically go through there. It's gotta try it in there, but yeah. Next step for this build is to get it all installed, basically get it posted, and then we'll get the GPU and get the colors to all be green, and so it'll match and look thematically right like it's supposed to. But
awesome.
What do you think?
Man, this thing is beautiful. I love the case. I love that thick GPU. I feel like I'm going to get 1 billion frames, not to mention the RGB is so nice. I love those fans.
Yeah, it came out really, really, really cool. And it is up and running, so it's like I said, just a little loose cable. Sometimes you just need to take a break and then be like, okay, I don't have to think about this, and then just kind of like, oh, here it is. So we found it, we got it on, now we just got to basically get an OS on it, make all the lights. The other thing too is we do the streamer cables, the reason they're not lit up is we need a USB for the streamer cables, and so that's why you're not seeing those right now. But we'll get those fixed. You need 3 USB, and we only had 2, so we'll get that squared away and go from there. But this is it, guys. The build is done and looks absolutely awesome, and go from there. So anything else? Good question is, Knight, if people want to tune in, want to watch you, when's your regular streaming schedule? How do they do that?
I go live every day around 2 Eastern, stream till around 8. So if you guys want to catch me playing some Warzone, I'll be there using this thing, actually. So yeah, if that's what you guys want to do, you want to watch me play live, 2 to 8 Eastern every day of the week. I don't go outside.
That's how it is. Anyway, guys, this has been Intel Mod Workshops. Huge shout out to CLX, obviously Intel, and of course Modern Warfare coming out September 26th. So many deals to get a copy of Modern Warfare 2 right now. And then if you want to win a PC just like this, head on over to intel.gg/gamerdays and go to enter a PC that looks very similar to this, built by the team at CLX. Anyway, guys, we are back tomorrow, noon, I think is the rumor, noon tomorrow, building another PC. That one's going to be really awesome, partner with MSI, so that should be really, really cool. So tune in for that, more giveaways, more celebration of Intel Gamer Days. Outside of that, have a great night, guys, and we will see you guys on the next episode.
All I want is satisfaction. Make a move, baby, you got nothing to lose. Give me that good reaction. Gonna make it right, little like an offer I can refuse. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me so high, you always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe, you're like a centerfold. Ooh, that's good sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Just my kind of heat, keep it on repeat. Testify the motion, loving this devotion. Ooh, that's good you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Just my kind of heat, keep it on repeat. Testify the motion, loving this devotion. Ooh, that's sugar. Just my kind of heat. Ooh, that's sugar. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Ooh, that's sugar.